afternoon. I'm Tyler Danberg from the NFL. Dolphins host the Jets at 7:15. Bengals visit the Broncos at 8:15. Today, the Browns swap the pair of late-round 2027 draft picks to the Texans for offensive tackle Cam Robinson. 49ers quarterback Brock Purdy's status unknown for Thursday versus the Rams with turf toe. In baseball, the best-of-3 wildcard rounds are set. Guardians host the Tigers Tuesday at 1:08. Cleveland won 5-6 versus Detroit in the last 2 weeks of the regular season. Reds visit the Dodgers Tuesday at 9:08. Cincy ace Hunter Green starts against an LA starter yet to be announced. Rest of the slate, Padres visit the Cubs at 3:08. Red Sox at the Yankees at 6:08. This update sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. It's great to have goals. It's even better to have experts to help you attain those goals. Experts in weight loss, awaken180weightloss.com. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
The following is intended for immature audiences only. There's no such thing as a radio rating system. But if there were, this show would be rated O as in... Oh my God, this show is so stupid. These people should be in jail. Let's begin.
Good afternoon.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy. Featuring Panama Ted.
Ted's a fun guy.
And the Crazy Soundboard.
Hola.
I'm Dennis Farina.
So much.
I even made just a little bit of a diagram for you.
56, and is that correct? Walk, you little weasel.
Turn off your brain and unzip your pants. Here's Common Man and Timmy.
Happy Monday. Reaction Monday. Hello, good, clean boy.
Oh, hello, man. Lot to react to here today.
I am ready to go. I'm happy to see Teddy. How you doing, Ted?
Doing good, Mike.
How you doing, Tress?
Doing good, Mike.
Foodgasm coming up at 4:46. Jason's beef with our guy Jayson Stark. We have 2 playoff baseball teams to talk about coming up at 5:30.
Can you believe it?
Here's how it normally works. I promise nothing. We can veer from this at any time, and we probably will. 3 o'clock hour, lots of Buckeyes, lots of college football. 4 o'clock hours, NFL stuff. 5 o'clock hour, a little mix of everything, a flavorful broth. Buckeyes win. They beat Washington 24-6. We'll dive into this a little bit more in depth as the show goes on. But, Timmy, give me your initial reaction from the victory on Saturday.
I was very pleased with it. That was the bottom line. You know, we talked a lot about this one in the buildup, right? That this was a big boy football game. We expected to win this game, but you and I both said, you know, the point spread by the time kickoff came around was down to 7.5. Just go and win this game. It's Julian Saint's first road start. It's your first road game of the year. It's a conference game. You're traveling 3 time zones, no matter who the opponent has been. Big Ten teams in the Midwest or in the East going out that way have not been very successful yet. So, Mike, I saw a defense that kept Washington out of the end zone, despite Damon Williams looking good in a lot of parts throughout this game, picking up chunk yards through the air. But they held when they had to held, and the offense did what they needed to do. I put that down as a very nice victory on Ryan Day's resume.
It was a very nice victory. I thought things were a little bit too conservative on the offensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
Washington has a defense that you can take advantage of. Lots of man-to-man, and you've got those weapons on the outside. They eased into it. You saw more, let's say, chances. That's not the right term.
Yeah, because they're not really a lot of shots being taken downfield.
No.
They're able to produce some yards. They're able to get a lot of, plays that were getting them more than 6 or 7 yards. Bo Jackson on the ground continues to impress.
Well, CJ had a nice game, too.
And CJ was good.
You know, again, you had a situation where you go for it on 4th down in the red zone. You come away with nothing. Special teams, especially the return game, is a work in progress. Offense consistency is iffy. Now, you listen to me and you're like, oh, ways on. I'm not negative. I'm pointing out obvious things. And then I'm going to get to.
This is what we have to do.
I'm going to get to the good stuff. I promise.
The thing about the offense being iffy, though, is while they're being iffy, and while I've heard the term used, and I tend to agree with it, I think most of us here at the station today do agree, feels like the training wheels are still on a little bit for Julian Saint. They're not taking those chances. They're running a lot of 12 and 13 personnel out there with 2 and 3 tight end sets. But to pick up 23 first downs in a game when it does feel like that shows you that their recipe is still producing results. It's still cooking up a pretty good meal, and they plan on heading more towards a Thanksgiving feast here soon. We know that they are with the weapons that they have. Also 6 for 10 on 3rd down. Like, you can't be too upset with those results on the road.
No. Again, this is the type of performance you needed. I'm just surprised at the way it shook out. After that Texas game, I said that I thought it was the game that you should have. Right? It is the first game of the season. It's at that time the number one team in the country. It's Julian Sain's first crack at being a starting quarterback. I understand you're not going to open up the entire playbook. You're going to win that game by playing smart offense and good defense, which they did. The Ohio Bobcat game, after that game, I said I thought it was weird. Just weird play calling. You know, you're kicking 22, 28-yard field goals. These are normally down and distances that you go for it. You're struggling in the red zone. Again, the defense is getting you where it needs to be. If you look at the yardage, they move the ball. They being Washington moved the ball, but I don't care about that. This is college football. You're going to bend. There's too much talent out there for you just to go out every single game and give up nothing. That's not realistic. But again, you've got a defense giving up 6 points in a road win. This is a championship-level defense.
It really is.
My only concern, and it's not even that big of a concern because you got to win when you needed to win, but my only concern is you can't wait every single week until the third quarter before you tell your defense we're going to help you out with some actual points. Mm-hmm. You can't ask your defense to go out there and stand on their head every single week. There's going to be breakdowns. There's going to be lapses. There's going to be opponents on this schedule the Buckeyes going to have to win a shootout with.
Yeah, you're going to need some of those efforts where 28 points at the very least, right? I mean, that's still not that big of a number for today's college football. When we've seen
depends who you're playing.
It does. It depends on who you're playing, the way the game script goes. If you get into some of those games that open up a little bit more, your defense could be getting tired. The more weapons that you're going to face on these better teams, like when you face Oregon, when you face Penn State, it might start to look a little bit different. To be able to put up 28, 35, even 42 points in a big-time game, you could have some of those. And I'm not saying that this defense can't continue what they're showing right now.
They're not going to average 5.5 points a game. That's not realistic.
We know that, but I think they could also listen back to this and say, well, okay, like you might be saying that about teams like Oregon or teams like Penn State, and don't put it past them. They could. They're talented enough to hold teams like that to 13 or 14 points and win 17, 14, 21, 14 games.
Ask, man.
But
it really is.
We know that this offense can do more than that.
Right.
And so when is the point where they're going to show us and then just be who they want to be? Because what would be better, winning this game 24-6 or winning it 38-6? You know, I mean, they had that in them, but then you mentioned the way they started the game. You missed a short fourth down conversion.
And I don't
hate the play call there.
We're looking at patterns, right? We're coming off of a game where you didn't convert in the red zone. You had to settle for 3, right? And now what was the Ohio Bobcats?
That was before the break.
Getting all my weeks.
It was their last game.
That's
last game before the bye week.
Right, where you're settling for short field goals. You're not capitalizing on red zone appearances, and then you start this game with one of those situations.
Mm-hmm. After a nice drive. After a really nice drive.
It was a great drive.
Yeah.
I guess that's the other thing, too. Are you surprised at the plotting drives?
It feels old school football.
I'm not saying I don't like
a bad thing.
No.
Yeah.
I'm just saying I'm surprised by it. I wonder how much input Brian Hartline has, not just in a play calling capacity, because we know for the most part he's calling all the plays out there.
Right.
But just during the week, designing what this offense is going to look like. I'm not saying I hate it. I'm just saying it's different considering all the skill positions you have on the outside.
I do. It's so funny. I know exactly what you mean because there's two sides of me. I feel like there's these little guys on my shoulder, like the good guy and the bad guy as far as football fans go. And I guess the bad guy just wants to see you go spread offense all the time and go empties and have as many wide receivers as you can have out on the football field and just live and die by the pass. Live and die with the run and gun because it's fun. And it's what people want to see.
Because you have the horses to run that race.
You got the horses. You got Carnell Tate. You got Jeremiah Smith. Both these guys could be averaging well over 100 receiving yards per game. But is that the smartest way to always do it? Because when you continue to go to the air, balls get tipped, things get deflected. Even guys as good as Jeremiah and Carnell Tate, they can drop the football. If you're throwing it 50 or 55 times a game, they've got a well-rounded offense. Like the good football fan on this shoulder likes to see I formation, likes to see 2 and 3 tight end sets, and you're under center and you're pounding the football
I'm not
forward.
saying I don't like that, but my question is, are you playing to your strengths when you're playing that type of football?
I'll say this, what they've done so far with the run game, 149 yards rushing at 4.4.
They're committed to it.
Yeah, it's not setting the world on fire.
It's not necessarily great.
Yeah, it's not like that is a detriment. I'm not ready to say that that's a weakness of their football team. You know what I mean? It hasn't proved to be just an incredible strength when you know that you've got weapons like Smith and Tate and Ennis is getting in on the action, though he fumbled that punt return, and that's unacceptable. You've got like no more
return
of those,
game
actually.
is not great right now.
No more
Special
mistakes.
teams is not great right now.
He still doesn't. Does he fair catch a lot to you when it seems like he's got 15 yards of daylight and maybe doing the back pedal where he can maybe sweep the return out to the side?
I don't know what he's
pick some yards
instructed
up
to do in that situation, because there are some coaches that will say, I want you to fair catch. If there's any doubt whatsoever, you fair catch.
Right. And I guess that's the definition of what's any doubt, because
right.
it sure looks like there's a lot of space on some of those, and you're just throwing the hand up and waving the white flag.
All right, more Buckeye conversation. Plus, we have a kick time for Illinois. That's coming up next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Traffic is moving a little slow due to an accident that's at the intersection of Sullivan Avenue and Georgesville Road. We also have a delay due to a crash that's on Wilson Road at Twin Creeks Drive. This report is sponsored by rrfoundationspecialist.com. Wet basement? Call R&R Foundation Specialist. From cracked foundations to clogged drains, water damage can sneak in from anywhere. No hidden fees, no sloppy work, just honest expert waterproofing. Protect your home from water damage. Visit rrfoundationspecialist.com today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic sponsored by Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences, tickets, sideline passes, trips to a Buckeye first-round postseason game. Register at roosterswings.com.
People can't say enough amazing things about Vanscoy Hair Clinics. Men and women struggle with hair loss every day, and they completely change their lives. Vanscoy Hair Clinics is the only company in Ohio that has PRP, platelet-rich plasma, and a multi-unit hair grafting hair transplant procedure. Go to vanscoyhair.com for more info, or call 614-432-8042. Here's what some of their hair transplant clients have said.
Around 26, 27, I lost almost all of my hair on top. It changed my life in ways that I cannot imagine.
My hair is going to continue growing for the rest of my life.
There is hope that you can do something about your hair loss.
Multi-unit hair grafting gives you 3 times more hair per procedure, saving you time and money. Hair transplants are more affordable than ever, and PRP is a fast, easy, and effective 45-minute treatment for thinning or damaged hair. Call Vanscoy for a free consultation, 614-432-8042, or visit vanscoyhair.com. That's 614-432-8042. Find out what procedure will restore your hair.
As part of our 2025 Commitment to Community initiative, Newman Roofing is proud to recognize individuals going above and beyond to make a difference for people of all abilities. This week, we would like to honor Jessica Komajati. Jessica has made an impact by being a Special Olympic Ohio Fit 5 advocate and youth leader, as well as a Buddy Walk committee member. This Down Syndrome Awareness Month, Newman Roofing is proud to partner with 10 TV and The Fan in our commitment to the community.
Good morning, Columbus. It's going to be a good day, and it's going to be big. With the biggest morning news team in Central Ohio, Good Day Columbus. The biggest news, weather, and traffic in town every day. Bringing you over 5 hours of breaking news, live reports, and continuing coverage, and stories that'll make you smile. First Warning Weather gets you ready for the day ahead, and Steer Clear Team Traffic will get you to work on time. Good Day Columbus, weekday mornings on ABC 6. It's going to be a good day.
Hello, it's Robin Roberts here.
Hey guys, it's George Stephanopoulos here.
Hey everybody, it's Michael Strahan here. Wake up with Good Morning America.
Robin, George, Michael, GMA, America's favorite #1 morning show. The morning's first breaking news, exclusive interviews, what everyone will be talking about that day. Put some good in your morning and start your day with GMA.
Good Morning America.
Tuesday morning starting at 7 on ABC 6.
If you're itching for a new vehicle this fall, you have to go see my friends at Germain Honda of Dublin. Hey, it's Anthony. I drive an awesome Ridgeline, and you can drive home the rugged 25 Ridgeline Sport with 0% APR or lease for as low as $299 a month. Or go for the looks and reliability of a 2025 Honda Accord LX, just 3.99% APR or lease it from only $199 a month. Germain Honda of Dublin on Sawmill Road, just south of 270. And GermainHondaofDublin.com.
Other stations in town have started using AI voices. It's because they're cheap and they think you're stupid. Well, we may think you're stupid, but we don't think you're cheap, damn it. We're live and local with real people. The Fan, Ohio's real human destination.
Helping a new driver get ready for their road test? Here's a convenient new way to make the most of your 50 hours of required practice driving time. The Road Ready Ohio app. Available now at no cost to new drivers and their families. Road Ready Ohio keeps track of your driving experience together, providing feedback and safe driving tips. It even generates the documentation you need for the Ohio BMV. The Road Ready Ohio app. Free to download in the Apple and Google App Stores.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is, fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
You've still got it, but your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Now as we kick off the work week, we're still tracking sunshine and warm conditions here with highs in the mid-80s, but then gradually cooling back down to the lower 80s here on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then we're back down to the 70s here by Thursday and Friday. And that's a look at your 10 weather impact forecast. I'm meteorologist Aaron White here on 97.1 The Fan.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
This show has over 50 years of combined radio experience. They also have a combined mental age of 11. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
I want to tell you about our good friends at Tri-State Men's Health. Mikey, you familiar with the low T?
Oh, I'm familiar with it.
You heard about that?
Yeah, if the number's low.
Bad. Mess you up.
We got to get that number up.
Pump the numbers up. Those are rookie numbers.
Much like your PP.
Yes, that too. They're good at that. Low testosterone, low T, it can cause a wealth of problems. This includes a low sexy drive, bad sleep patterns, unproductive workouts, decreased energy, brain, that too, and brain fog.
Well,
you see?
You got a little.
You see? I need another quick
Hold
shot
on.
to
Let
the ace.
me shoot you in the ace.
Yeah. And it's done. See, I have personally felt the effects of when you get those shots, what it can do. I was one that was just falling asleep way too early on the couch. Shoot me up with that energy, and you're right as rain. So check them out, tristatemenshealth.com. That is a perfect way to get started. See about that $99 first appointment. You get the consult, TMPSA test. If you sign up for the testosterone, the day of your appointment, your visit is free. And they got 2 locations right here in Central Ohio, tristatemenshealth.com.
All right, Buckeyes beat Washington 24-6.
Washington.
It was a very good victory. That's a hell of an environment they have out there.
Isn't that good? Can we talk about that for a second?
It's a great environment. The fans are into it. Beautiful for them.
Everybody, again, You got this for the Oregon trip. Give these guys credit for what they have out there in the beautiful Pacific Northwest. I enjoyed out there.
You got a head coach. It's probably a lunatic.
Judd Hirsch.
Jed Fish.
Jed Fish just blocking the sidelines.
He's a nutcase.
And going Bobby Knight in the next play. It's like Danielson said on the broadcast, just trying to take the technical foul early on to spark the team. I'm not so sure if that's what you want to do, putting your offense in a hole against a team that good. But no, that stadium, the aerial shots, it really is as good as it gets. I've visited the area twice now in the last 10 years, and I can't wait to go back again. Great spot out there.
I'll tell you what's impressed me about this team, too, and it was an area that I think Ryan Day was having some nervous poo about. Well, I know because he openly said it after the spring game was, we got to hit that portal because this defensive line is a little... I don't see it now. And now? Good.
2 Cadens. You had a Caden on the inside, a Caden on the outside. How freaking good has Caden Curry become?
He's made
number
himself,
92.
He's made himself a guy that you have to game plan against.
I thought you were going to say he's made himself a lot of money, and he's done that too.
Sure, he'll do that.
For the NFL level, for NIL here, whatever that's going to be. But and not just him. He was the one he seemed like he was everywhere. He seemed like he had Arvell Reese syndrome and Caleb Downs syndrome. And the fact that you've got these guys on all 3 levels of the defense, I feel like I'm even forgetting about a guy as good as Sonny Styles. But when you watch the way Arvell Reese runs around out there, we've been seeing Caleb Downs do it for a season and a half. Now you've got another defensive end that is sort of picking up the pieces when you lose quality guys like Jack Sawyer and JT Tuimoloau. A lot of us were concerned about that. If Curry and Kenyatta Jackson could follow in those footsteps, both those guys, unbelievable jobs. And it was the containment, Mike, not just going straight after him.
Couple years back, one of the issues on this defense was not being able to get off the field on 3rd down. That was a big sticking point, is that you'd hold them, and then 3rd down would come, and
boom,
they'd move the sticks on you, whether it's them completing something they shouldn't complete or you get a stupid penalty. Washington on Saturday, 3rd down, 1 for 11. I don't care who the hell you're playing. You're going to beat them.
That's too good.
If you get numbers like that. 1 for 11 on 3rd down for Washington.
And mentioned Ohio State's 3rd down percentage in the first segment there. They were 60%. That is easily getting the job done in a road environment, certainly. And you know what? For what I said about the defense giving up some chunk plays here and there.
They only gave up 234 yards,
I know.
Timmy.
You didn't let me finish. That's what we're talking about. I mean, Damon Williams, I think it was a little bit of Matt Patricia's game plan for this of what they're going to give up. If you are going to have deadly accuracy and hit a few of these, I know in the long game, my defense is going to hold. They had a couple of drives like that where they did move it down the field, but guess what? It didn't produce any touchdowns. Damon might have been 18 of 22. That's a good number for a quarterback, but it's 173 yards passing. Isn't that the job in today's football? If you can hold a team under 200 yards passing, hold them under a $125 rushing, 234 total yards. Who's not signing up for that every single Saturday?
On the road? Absolutely.
I don't care.
Absolutely.
Home or road against a Big Ten opponent, I will sign up for that against Rutgers at the shoe.
I think
234 yards, you're winning almost every damn game.
I think this Washington team probably should have been a ranked football team coming into this game. I do think they're a good team.
They didn't look bad.
They didn't. Bringing up Matt Patricia, I loved his game plan for rushing the passer. Where essentially it was, we're going to put pressure on you, but at no point are we going to try and spin away and lose sight of you. Our job is to push the offensive lineman back as far as we possibly can so that he feels the pressure, but you always have eyes on him. If he thinks I'm going to scramble, we're going to be ready for him. And you didn't give up those big chunk scrambling plays because of it.
They didn't give up. Did he even have positive rushing yards at all? He did not.
When you factor in the sacks, I'm sure he didn't.
He had negative 28 yards because the sacks were factored in, but the longest run he had all game was a 10-yard carry. And time again, when it was one of those critical plays where that's exactly how a team like Washington with a quarterback like Damon Williams Jr. wins football games. It's when you have an occasional 3rd down and 11 and your secondary might do a good job holding, but their offensive line provides just enough time, and he's able to juke one defensive end or defensive lineman that isn't properly rushing the passer. And the Buckeyes, time and time again, did not let that happen. They just imploded the pocket on him and then kept him at bay.
We got a kick time for the Illinois game. It is a big nooner. Does not surprise me. I mean,
big 11 a.m. Central Time Zone.
It's fine. I'm sure they're bitching and moaning about that in Champaign. I'll take it.
You think they are bitching and moaning about that?
Oh, are you kidding? I'm sure every fan, I want sun go down. Sun go bye-bye, me likey.
It's the biggest game, though. So, I mean, I know we've broken this down the entire offseason, and it really stemmed from 6 in a row. I think that's what got everybody up in arms. It wasn't the fact that Big Noon kickoff is bad, because there's a part of me that does love noon. I was ready for this noon kickoff.
For other reasons. We'll get into that.
Yes. I was actually ready for another noon kickoff because it had been since the Texas game. This is a decent clip. And we'll see how many more Ohio State has, because we got the night game coming up against Minnesota, and then going to be ready for this noon game. It'll be 5 games in.
Can I talk about something that's just annoying the hell out of me?
Please do.
And I've said this before, and, I said it in basketball. I've said it in football.
Oh, yeah. Me too.
The field storming and the court storming is just ridiculous. You had that situation with Virginia.
Friday night.
Against Florida State. I'm surprised nobody died on that field because the students were on the field. It almost seemed like before the whistle for the final play.
What if their defensive back doesn't secure that catch? Were you waiting to see the students
they were on the field, man.
They're behind the play. As soon as the bodies hit the grass there, they're running. What if the game still has to play on? What are you doing? What about the poor receiver for Florida State who just had a tsunami just wash over him?
Get the hell out. They just lost the game. He wants to get the hell out of there.
It's ridiculous that we can't let the players and coaches get off the field.
I find the fact that Illinois had a nice victory against USC. A victory, by the way, that I predicted. Not to sound like Trump, but I did.
They're ranked 21st.
That's what I mean. It's 21st and 23rd.
What are we doing?
And you win by a field goal? You're going to run on the field? What the hell, man?
You're ranked.
You're Illinois. You were 1 game away from a playoff spot last year. USC at this point is irrelevant. You're going to storm the field for a USC win?
No. And, Illinois is also that team. I don't know if they were an odds-on favorite to be a playoff team. They might have been, but they've been a media pick to go to the college football playoff this year. We agree on that, right? Even more so than Indiana. I think people thought Indiana might take a little step back and that Illinois was going to jump into that spot. And
what was that first game that we saw against Indiana?
They're not dead yet.
Old Dominion?
Yeah.
They look like trash.
Yeah.
I said scratch out Indiana for the postseason.
Oh, not now.
Now, I was a little quick to jump on that.
And look, again, Indiana still has a long way to go to get back to the college football playoff.
I know.
They're in a good position right now, and Illinois is not dead for that either.
I watched them this week against Iowa, which, by the way, I also was right on. I said Iowa's going to cover. I did.
Yeah.
And they did.
What was it, 7.5?
Uh-oh. We almost lost that game. What we call trap time, coach.
Well, you know what? Winning that game on the road when you're Indiana.
No, I know that.
I thought we talked about that. You win that game. That's all you got to do. That's Iowa on the road. You're Indiana.
I'm getting off the point.
When would Indiana ever go and get you that game?
You're right.
Never.
I'm getting off the point. We need to stop. I can't believe I'm going to say it. We need to emulate what the SEC is doing. Okay? The ACC, here's a $5 fine. The SEC fines you $250,000. And you know what? That might not be big enough.
Dock a scholarship to your team. Then the ones that are the most passionate about that program, they're not going to do it.
I got another bone to pick with fans, too, by the way. And Michigan is setting records. Details in 2 minutes. Cowan Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Traffic is slowing down due to an accident that's on Wilson Road at Twin Creeks Drive. And we've got a couple-minute delay due to construction on westbound 161 between New Albany Road and Hamilton Road. This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies, offering national LTE coverage and no subscription ever. Business owners can keep in touch with up to 200 staff members at one time. Go to rapidradios.com now for up to 60% off and free shipping. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Whiskey War by High Bank Distillery. Drink local. Drink High Bank.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877 for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877 for Kids.
1-877 for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Hey friends, Beamer here. And a bye week, it's about getting your energy back, and that's exactly what Awaken 180 gave me. I don't drag through mornings anymore. I'm not dreading the stairs or a long day. I feel lighter, sharper, and actually in control. Yeah, I dropped a lot of weight, but what actually matters is how different my life feels now. If you're ready for your own reset, take this bye week to get you there with Awaken 180. Start today online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Realtors usually charge you 6% to sell your house, but not my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They take 1%. It's in the name. And this is full service. No shortcuts, no for sale by owner crapola. They do it all. Call 614-451-6616.
Parents, are your teens good with money? No. Switch to Huntington Bank and let's teach them. They get their own card, which they can add to their digital wallet, and you can monitor and set spending limits. Let's get more from money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome. Eligibility requirements apply. Some features may require enrollment.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
Two men who are not allowed to sleep in the same room as their wives. This is Man and Timmy.
Hey, do me a favor. Please subscribe to the podcast of this stupid show. It's available wherever you get your audio. Just search Common Man and Timmy. Click. Subscribe. Every single show comes right to your device free of charge. Podcast brought to you by our friends, Care Heating and Cooling. If you're watching on YouTube, you can find us there. Just search 971 The Fan. Click the live stream. You will see my T-shirt. Wise words to live by on my T-shirt.
Oh, you and your shirts. You got a great shirt game going on.
More spaghetti, less upsetty. We need to eat more carbs as a society because all these people that are running amok out there are probably not having any bread or pasta because they're out of their damn minds. They're acting like Liver King. I got another Ryder Cup problem.
I think I'm getting plenty of carbs, just so you know. I don't think
you're a good boy.
I don't think I'm one that has an issue with that, with the amount of pasta, bread, and pizza that I consume on a weekly basis. I think I'm good.
First of all, let's stop talking about how, we almost did it. We almost made a run on Sunday. Who cares? It was a trash performance. The Americans should be embarrassed. Also.
Oh, Ryder Cup?
Yes. We almost did it.
Get me started.
The fans are an embarrassment. All right? That is an embarrassing thing.
I side with Rory.
You know what? I don't like the Europeans. It's all right if you want to dress like Uncle Sam out there.
No, that kind of stuff is fun. That's fun stuff.
The behavior out there, the things that were said, they have no place in society, let alone on a golf course. It's ridiculous.
I know Friday time is go to jail time, but I'm not even joking. This is not even a bit for these purposes. People that act certain ways out in public at sporting events, especially the ones that are starting fights.
You can't go anywhere anymore, man.
You need to go to jail for a long time.
You got people holding babies at NFL games.
That guy at the Rams game?
Wailing on
Insane.
people.
Take the child away. Let that child actually have a chance.
Don't rail on somebody.
My God. A year in prison if you're fighting at a football, basketball game, wherever. A year away from society. Like the same way the judge broke it down to the Seinfeld bunch. I can't think of anything else better than to remove you from society for a year. And the stuff with the Ryder Cup fans, it's it's not just that they are heckling and having some good-natured fun. That's what an event like that is about. When you're hurling beers at the players' wives,
Ridiculous.
You're throwing stuff out there, you're middle fingering in people's faces, you've got somebody, some idiot that was paid, like a paid MC, starting the day, like with a speaker down there by the first tee with F.U. Rory chants. Like to everybody, to the tens of thousands of people that are there. What are we doing? It's a little too far. I stand with Rory, who had snapped a couple times and told people to shut the blank up and then went and stuffed a approach shot to 3.5 feet right after that. That was pretty big time stuff to follow that up with a shot like that.
This thing is ridiculous.
We sucked, though. That was embarrassing on Friday and Saturday.
Oh,
embarrassing.
Totally embarrassing.
Dramatic to come from behind, but we embarrassed ourselves for 2 days.
All right, AP top 25. Buckeyes stay at number 1, 46 first place votes. Oregon moves up 4 spots to number 2. They get 16 first place votes. We'll talk about their big victory in a second. Miami down a spot to 3, 4 first place votes. Then it's Ole Miss up 9 spots because, of course, Oklahoma up 2 spots to 5. A&M up 3 spots to 6. Penn State down 4 spots to 7. Indiana back in the top 10, up 3 spots to 8. Texas up a spot to 9. And Alabama up 7 spots to number 10. Elsewhere, Big Ten teams, you got Meat Chicken at 20. You got Illinois at 22. And I think that's it.
That's it. What stuck out to you before you hit on Oregon and Penn State? Because I know
it doesn't
get heavy into that one.
It doesn't stick out to me. I just sort of chuckle when I see it. Is you get the benefit of the doubt is always given to SEC teams that beat other perceived good SEC teams.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Like you got Ole Miss up here.
You had 2 cases.
They're going to rise. I get that. 9 spots? 9 spots?
Yeah,
for beating a team that everybody had questions about.
A home victory.
Regardless of whether they were undefeated or not. I mean, Brian Kelly's getting in fights with the media. By the way, can we ask questions of Brian Kelly now?
Oh,
is that okay?
How about their? I've been doing the weekly check-in on their rushing attack, and I didn't watch most of this game, so I was sort of following along. They couldn't run the ball again.
It's almost like that's a problem.
Carries for 59
yards. And if you ask him about it,
2.8.
We won the game. What do you want? Well, here's another situation where you didn't win the game. See, that's what people do sometimes. You look at patterns and you say, uh-oh, this could be an issue.
And it is.
When you play a team that doesn't suck. Right?
And they've got a schedule coming up where they play.
Good luck.
They play a lot of good teams. They've got some tough road games. They've got A&M. They've got Vanderbilt, Alabama, and Oklahoma. All 3 of those are on the road. So LSU is definitely a team. Unless, again, like you just said there, you're going to do the SEC thing and say, oh, well, they lost on the road to Alabama, but it was only by 17 points, and Alabama's a great team. They only lost to I can't believe we're doing that with Vanderbilt now. They are an improved football team. They're still Vanderbilt, but LSU has got some L's that are coming on the schedule later on. That's what we started doing
like last year. At the end of the year, we stopped talking about quality victories and we started talking about quality losses.
Yes.
Look, when everything's equal, I understand talking about quality losses. But when things aren't equal, then we focus on the wins.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. And, you look at the Georgia-Alabama game, that was, a great opportunity for Bama to go out there and make up for a game that they had already lost, and it was not a conference game, so they're essentially in a better spot right now.
They're alive.
Maybe gaining some confidence.
Absolutely.
Yeah, big road win like that.
Big win for them. Oregon beats Penn State. Double overtime, right? James Franklin. Here's the stats. I mean, he's aware of them. 1-15 versus top 5 opponents. 4-21 now versus top 10 opponents. 15-30 versus top 25 opponents, 4-17 against Michigan and Ohio State. Look, it sucks. He sucks.
It's trash.
It sucks. I said this on Friday.
How can you be that? How can you have numbers like that at a place like Penn State and stick around forever?
You got everything you wanted. You got your night game. Everybody's in white, waving their towels, right? You got your a veteran quarterback who people are in love with for the NFL. You got one of the best defenses in college football. You have roster retention that other people in this conference envy, and you still couldn't get the job done against a good Oregon team. But what are you if you can't occasionally beat one of these teams on your home field? You're a bum.
Look.
A bum.
Look, our guy, Will Howard, he will forever hold a place in our hearts, right? Penn State didn't see it good enough to have a guy like that come to their program, and then maybe they develop him for a couple of years before he sneaks into having an opportunity to start for them. All I see with Drew Aller is a guy that is big, the big body, right? 6'5", 235 pounds. Those are just facts. Nobody's arguing that. And he's a guy that can, every now and then, make some elite level throws. But when you're talking about consistency and having that kind of heart that you need to step up in a big-time situation against big-time opponents.
Is that him, though? Is that fair?
He can't make the plays.
Or could you have Jesus of Nazareth as the quarterback for a James Franklin coach team?
No.
And in a big game, his butt's going to get tight.
They're perfect for each other.
Yeah,
if that makes any sense. I don't think that that's all on James, but James is the one James picked him to be his starting quarterback. And Drew Aller is going out there when... Who doesn't want that opportunity? What kid growing up, what guy that makes his way to a place like Penn State and you're quarterbacking there, you're the starter for that long, you get these opportunities at home in front of the whole college football world against Oregon, and all you got is 137 yards passing? Like, that's it. And when the plays are there, he's not seeing everything out there. He's not processing everything. We talked about it with a few plays with Julian, who's at the very, very beginning of his playing career. Of, getting snaps and leading his team. Drew Aller has been doing this forever.
Right.
I'm telling you, I'm not going near him if I am an NFL scout. I would start looking at Dante Moore, who was the winning quarterback. I would look anywhere else besides Drew Aller. I do not
Penn
see
State
it.
had a quarterback in the NFL that did anything.
That did anything.
Kerry Collins?
Yeah. Would it have to be Kerry Collins?
Who am I missing?
Let's see. Sean Clifford is there, but he's not a player.
I meant that did something.
Right. Christian Hackensack got there and didn't do anything.
Matt McGloin.
It's almost like all of their quarterbacks get there, and then they just hide on the bench forever.
Well, they get there because they have the measurables that you would think would be successful.
And you're in a program where you're winning a lot of games.
Not the ones that matter.
No, they're winning every other game except the ones that you really need.
All right, Michigan's setting records. Ann Arbor's Michigan Stadium set a U.S. ticketed concert attendance record Saturday as Zach Bryan drew 112,408 fans.
Yay.
The show also moved about $5 million in merchandise, which is another U.S. record. So obviously there have been festivals that have drawn more people. But as far as a stadium ticketed thing, 112,408. That is a record for Zach Bryan.
Sounds like...
He's the wrestler, right, Teddy?
An awful time.
Zach Bryan?
Yes.
Country guy, I assume, Zach Bryan? I don't know.
Luke
Sure.
Bryan?
Zach Bryan Band?
Yeah, the Zach Bryan Band. A little bit of chicken fried, pair of jeans on a Friday night.
I'm looking at you guys. I can't name a
Cold
song.
beer that fits just right.
Figure out who Bad Bunny is.
Bad Bunny, man.
He's a wrestler.
Puerto Rico's finest.
Kirby Smart.
Shut up, Teddy.
He did. He wrestled.
He did? Bad Bunny did?
Yeah. And last year, I think it was at a pay-per-view or
I'm sorry for downing
PLE.
you.
Yeah.
Kirby Smart needs to call Ryan Day for some advice. Details next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Watch for some holdup due to an accident that's on Gender Road at Abbey Trails Drive. And there's a couple minute slowdown due to a crash that's on eastbound 33 after Hamilton Road. Things are moving slow there from 270 on the East Outer Belt. This report is sponsored by the Harlem Globetrotters. This isn't just a game. It's a once-in-a-generation event. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Come be part of a legacy that never stops. Be there when history is made. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Get your tickets today at harlemglobetrotters.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Get Eco.
Hey, Aaron, I invented a way to make sure people's furnaces are safe.
Do you test high temperature, flame rollout, flame limit, and flame proving?
Yeah, no one wants to set their house on fire.
Do you inspect the heat exchanger?
Yeah, no one wants a house full of carbon monoxide.
We already do all that for just $89.
Yeah, but my price is just $88.
Okay, so $88 will be the new price for a furnace safety check.
Get Eco.
I also invented a cool new name for it.
Okay.
I call it the Super Safety Check.
What makes it super?
Well, it costs $1 less, and it has super in the name.
Should I start calling you Super Jerry?
The Super Jerry Super Safety Check. I like it.
Get Eco to safety check your furnace.
Or, for $1 less, you can get the Super Jerry Super Safety Check.
Get Eco.
Eco plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians.
GetEco.com.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use, now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu. My Computer Career, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Right now, red, green, or black seedless grapes are on sale for only $1.77 a pound with your digital coupon. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Join Rothman and Ice every Thursday at 2:30 for Gold Jacket Thursday.
Presented by the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
A new Hall of Famer joins the show every week. But not OJ, because he's dead and probably a murderer. The Fan.
Did you want information on the Ohio Lottery's Rolling Cash 5? Okay, Rolling Cash 5 is a daily draw game where you select 5 numbers from 1 to 39 and win by matching 2, 3, 4, or 5 numbers. Jackpots start at $100,000 and grow until someone wins. You can learn more at ohiolottery.com or the Ohio Lottery app. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly. Want to go back to the radio? Okay.
When you need a mini excavator or a not-so-mini excavator, lean on green. Sunbelt Rentals. With the largest rental fleet and hardest-working equipment experts in Columbus, we can help you take a big step toward a mini excavator in one of 17 different sizes, from 2,000 to 18,000-pound machines, with 6 to 24 feet of reach and 5 to 15 feet digging depth. Though in the most rental locations, and it's no wonder the Columbus builders who are building Columbus lean on green. Sunbelt Rentals. Learn more at sunbeltrentals.com.
What's the point of watching football all weekend if you can't overanalyze it?
Reaction Monday is sponsored by the Roofing Guys.
The Fan.
Common Man's wife would rather bang her head up against a wall instead of listening to this show. Timmy's wife is banging the milkman. This is Man and Timmy.
Oh, hi. Are we on? Teddy, I'm going off for you, buddy.
I told you when we were playing. I said, I think we need to go. And they're like, oh,
I was watching you guys. I was like,
Teddy's over there.
Now it's our fault now.
They know what's going on.
My God, I told you. I look over and maybe Teddy doesn't know.
Oh, Ted's over there. We have plenty of time.
It was 3:46.
He's talking to evil bald Colin over there.
Man.
And then I walk in here, I just hear music playing.
God, we need to lock it in.
We need to do
Reaction
better.
Monday.
We need like a meeting on Wednesday.
We're like the Tennessee Titans here.
What's the we?
What are you doing
You're
now?
part of it.
Are you caught up in the chair leg?
My cord is caught in my
That is the worst.
chair leg. It's a good show, huh?
Oh, fantastic.
Hey, Teddy, this ain't one of them. Real quick. Doesn't even respond. Look at this guy over here.
They got a name for that, Jules. It's called a bum.
Go hang out with James Franklin. Hey, Kirby Smart and Georgia lost to Alabama 24-21. And they pointed out, like, hey, dude, like you got a
problem with Alabama.
You got a 1-7 record against Alabama. He said, quote, I mean, what's everybody else's record against them? You got it? I don't have it. I don't lose sleep over that because those games have been like championship caliber games, right? Even when we play in the regular season, I just saw 25 scouts out there. They're all there to watch these teams play. That's not going to affect me. I'm going to be happy and just go lucky if our team comes back and plays well.
Go lucky or he's going to go lucky? No, he does have an Alabama problem, but you've also won 2 national championships.
I understand that. However,
and that checks a lot of boxes, but you do want to start to turn the tide on this. No pun intended.
There are certain teams that you need to beat. And if you're Georgia, you need to beat Alabama. Fans don't want to hear this, whether that's true or not. I know that he's got his national championships, but he's starting to sound like Dabo. Well, I guess you're just allergic to winning. Well, you know what? I understand. Your resume speaks for itself, but we're talking about this situation, this game, right? Ryan Day, did he ever make excuses for not beating Michigan?
No, is he the only... I don't understand this.
Whether he thinks it's a big deal or not, he at least feeds us the line of BS.
I know Dabo is not in the SEC, but man, does he feel like an SEC head coach, like the way he does things and the way he plays these games. But, I mean, you got Kirby, you got Brian Kelly, who is beyond reproach. Brian Kelly hasn't even won anything, and he's got it. He's got that SEC thing. Well, you can't ask me a question. What, you don't think our running game's any good at all? We just won the football game. We beat a tremendous Florida team. Oh, Florida sucks. They're not any good. And this almost, I can't put him in the same box as James Franklin with all this because, again, winning, and it's still...
He's won 2 national championships, all right?
And so
we
is
know.
Dabo, right? But you also, the thing with Dabo is that you can't live forever off of those 2 national championships. You have to keep producing results. That's why they are paying you. The championships do live forever. They're never going away. But we've seen famous college football coaches maybe stay a little bit too long. I mean, Dabo, it's not an age thing. It's just like this refusal to get on board with how the game is evolving. I think, when you look at college basketball coaches, Coach K, who was the pupil, was able to transition and able to take the one and dones and the new things that were affecting his game. Bobby Knight, not so much, who was the teacher in that relationship there. 2 different approaches there. Kirby, I think he's fine overall. He would have to keep losing to Alabama for another few years and not winning anything in the playoffs.
I'm not saying fire the guy.
No.
I'm saying this is not the way you react after a tough loss. This is not what your fan base wants to hear.
I completely agree.
If Ryan Day goes to Ann Arbor and loses again this year, he's not going to stand at that podium and say, did everybody enjoy that national championship last year?
No.
He's going to say, damn it, we need to get better, and I'm going to figure this out. That's all fans want to hear from you, Kirby Smart. Hey, you're 1-7 against Alabama. And you know what? I'm pissed off about it, and we're going to fight every single day to turn that record around.
Did you see that thing that I retweeted on Saturday? I know you're not like religiously following my Twitter posts, so I'll just tell you.
I don't even get on Twitter anymore.
There was someone on CBS Sports Network, not CBS, so I couldn't tell you who he was. But this was just Ryan Day, satellite in there, like live video interview. Looked good for their show on the big screen there. And this dude is just asking him a nothing question about losing to Michigan 4 straight times. We're in the middle of September.
There's going to be plenty of time for that.
He's getting ready for a road game at Washington.
What is the purpose of that
And they
right
are
now?
asking him that question. But what does Ryan Day do? He sits there and gives the most calculated 45-second answer that this host or this interviewer can respond to. And he didn't take the bait. he kind of steered. He didn't run away from the rivalry question, but he just kept the focus right on the Washington game, which is where it should be. But the point is, like, he's going to get these questions, and he understands the game. All these coaches, they're going to get asked these questions when you lose these big games. You hear a lot of excuse making, and it's just something that is addictive in the coaching industry. You've got to make excuses and come up with what works for us. But Ryan Day doesn't seem to ever do that. The one thing I think we got with him, aside from also with winning damn near every game except for the Michigan game, what is Ryan now? 50-1 against unranked opponents? Something like that?
It's some ridiculous number like that.
50-1?
James Franklin's also 50-1. Doesn't matter.
Mm-mm. Well,
except
Ryan Day is also solid against top 10.
Well, that's what I mean too. He's got one particular team that he's got an issue with that hopefully we can nip in the bud here. But you're right. You look at the rest of the top 10 against Ryan Day and Ohio State. We don't have a James Franklin problem.
No, we don't.
But I
beat James Franklin all the time.
I can't get over these guys that they can't give the fans something. Look, Mets, by the way. Epic collapse, right? Epic collapse when you factor in their payroll, their expectations, all of that. At least their owner, I mean, yes, you're upset that your team lost and you should be upset, but at least their owner gave you exactly what you needed to hear today.
Everybody except for their broadcast booth who seemed to have, they were acting like whiny babies. And that's a great broadcast booth. The SNY guys for the Mets, they're great with Keith Hernandez in there, but Cohen, Mr. Cohen, always here. Had a big problem with the Marlins celebrating and doing the team photo. It's like, dudes, you guys are embarrassing. So let the Marlins do what they do. They kicked you out of the postseason. You just had to win a game. It was the most Reds way for the Reds to get in, right? They lose their game, and then they wait around for someone else to lose.
You wouldn't have it any other way this year, would you?
And then they're celebrating their butts off. It's great.
Right, NFL. And I'm going to read you what Mets owner Stephen Cohen posted today, because I think other owners should take note of this. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got a 15-minute delay due to an accident that's blocking the left two lanes on northbound 270 on the east outer belt before US 33. It will be stop and go from Alum Creek Drive. We also have another delay due to construction on westbound 70 on the west side near Hilliard Rome Road. This report is sponsored by the Harlem Globetrotters. This isn't just a game. It's a once-in-a-generation event. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Come be part of a legacy that never stops. Be there when history is made. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Get your tickets today at harlemglobetrotters.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, it's bigger game days and bolder fight nights. I mean, where else can you find a scratch kitchen that always comes in clutch every day from lunch to late night? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
No one does happy hour like Twin Peaks. Whatever your preference, we have everything from tequila cocktails and an extensive bourbon category to top shelf spirits and cocktails served over ice balls. And don't forget about our 29-degree drafts.
Hey guys, it's Bobby Carpenter here. Are you feeling low energy, trouble focusing, less interest in the things you used to enjoy? How about this? Less strength. It could be low testosterone. Affinity Whole Health is offering free labs to check your testosterone levels. These labs, they're normally $99, but in the month of October, they are free. Sign up now at feelgreatcolumbus.com. Learn why I and thousands of other men trust the experts at Affinity Whole Health. Go to feelgreatcolumbus.com and feel like yourself again.
At Giant Eagle, we're focused on quality, freshness, and all your favorites. Because meals bring us together. Because recipes keep traditions alive. Because the right ingredients make it or break it. Because being part of the neighborhood matters. Because what we pick up at the store is what we bring into our lives. At Giant Eagle, we're always going for better to bring you the best. Because it matters.
1-800-GOT-JUNK is your friend with the truck.
We make junk disappear.
All you have to do is point. All our people are in uniforms.
And our trucks are clean and shiny.
And big.
We leave spaces empty and clean.
For you.
1-800-GOTJUNK.com.
Don't miss the Right Rug Flooring Outlet Super Sale. Save up to 80% on truckloads of floors and more, including tiles starting at 19 cents a square foot, and a massive selection of carpet, luxury vinyl, laminate, and hardwood, even installation supplies. Everything you need for your next project. Save up to 80% during the Right Rug Flooring Outlet Super Sale on Poth Road in Whitehall. Hurry, the Outlet Super Sale ends September 30th. Dealers welcome.
Hey friends, it's Austin Ward. Covering college football every week shows you how momentum changes everything. That's what Awaken 180 did for me. Once I started, the progress kept building. I feel more confident, more comfortable in my own skin, and I've got energy again. The numbers matter, but the real story is how much better I feel now. If you want that kind of momentum in your life, to do it and then keep the weight off, do what we all did and choose the solution for weight loss. Online at awaken180weightloss.com.
I love Right Pack Credit Union because they're solution driven. I feel valued as a member.
They're focused on the latest technology and the personal connections.
Experience benefits that go beyond banking with Right Pack Credit Union. Just ask our actual members.
I definitely recommend Right Pack to all my family and friends as a credit union of choice.
Visit one of our Columbus area Right Pack Credit Union member centers near you. Based on individual members' experiences, results may vary.
Common Man here for my friends at Sell for 1% Realtors. Out of all the commercials I do, I get the most questions about Sell for 1%. That can't be real, right? It's real, and there's no catch. This is a local, family-owned, full-service home selling experience. They do photos. They do the legwork. Everything you would expect from a realtor who charges you 6%. Story time with Common Man. Back when I was banging, my mom became a realtor. Then she was surprised when she had to work nights and weekends, because that's when people actually want to look for homes. She worked at one of the big brokers for like a year, sold a few houses, was a total flake, and she would tell you herself, don't hire my mom. She doesn't deserve 6%. Don't take my word for it. Throw Sell for 1% in the Google machine. 4.9 stars. The average customer saves over 10 grand. No strings and no kidding. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. 614-451-6616. Or check them out at sellfor1%.com.
Skyline's new chicken chili is here. Now you can enjoy that legendary Skyline taste with a new protein option. Try Skyline's chicken chili on Waze, Coney's, and all your Skyline favorites. Feeling good. It's Skyline time.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place. And today we're in my showroom so you can hear how our windows keep sound out.
It's pretty loud in here, Wilson.
Well, Leslie, that's because the window's open. But if you close it like so... well, it's kind of good to let in a little nature.
I think nature just honked at us, Wilson. Get the windows that Columbus homeowners rated the leading window brand at PellaColumbus.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon, I'm Tyler Danberg. Number 1 Ohio State hosts Minnesota Saturday at 7:30. Tonight, tune in to Buckeye Roundtable with Skip Mossick, Paul Keels, and Jim Lachey at 6 on The Fan. Ohio State defensive end Caden Curry was named Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week after a career-high 11 tackles, 5 TFLs, and 3 sacks in the 24-6 win at Washington. NFL tonight, New York Jets visit Miami at 7:15, then Cincinnati visits Denver at 8:15. Cleveland acquired 9th-year offensive tackle Cam Robinson from Houston today in exchange for 2 2027 late draft picks. In baseball, Cleveland hosts Detroit in Game 1 of the AL wildcard round Tuesday at 1:08. Tarek Skubal starts for the Tigers against Gavin Williams for the Guardians. Cincinnati visits the LA Dodgers in Game 1 of the NL wildcard Tuesday at 9:08. Cincy ace Hunter Green starts against a Dodgers starter yet to be decided. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
There's a greater than 0% chance Common Man gets fired before this show is over. You're listening to Man and Timmy.
It's greater than 10% now. Hey, welcome into the show. This dumb show brought to you by the Hinder Motor Company.
Hey, we're here, though. We didn't miss the start of the segment. Yeah.
We're going to do NFL. We're going to do Brownies, Bengals tonight. I want to talk, though, about what fans are looking for All right, nothing's going to change the results. We understand that. But nobody wants to hear their coach or general manager or owner, after just a debilitating loss or horrible performance, stand up there and say, well, the sun will come up tomorrow, or, yeah, whatever.
Look at all the winning we've done.
Look at what I've done. I've won 2 national championships. It's okay if I can't beat our rival. Stephen Cohen, who is the owner of the Mets, epic collapse. Terrible second half, especially considering the payroll, the expectations, all of it. Stephen Cohen posts this today. Mets fans everywhere, I owe you an apology. You did your part by showing up and supporting the team. We didn't do our part. We will do a post-mortem and figure out the obvious and less obvious reasons why the team didn't perform up to your and my expectations. We are all feeling raw emotions today. I know how much time and effort you've put into this team. The result was unacceptable. Your emotions tell me how much you care and continues to motivate the organization to do better. Thank you to the best fans in sports. All right.
Good.
Again, doesn't change the collapse. You still have to go out there and fix the problem.
That's all you need, though.
But
in the moment,
this is what fans want.
Yeah. And
just a little mea culpa.
You know what? I'll even go a step further, because I was reading some of the comments from some of the Mets players and from manager Carlos Mendoza. It's crippling right now. Mendoza said it's hard to describe. I just got done addressing the team. There's no word to describe what we're going through. It's pain, it's frustration, you name it. We came in with a lot of expectations, and we're going home. Not only did we fall short, we didn't even get into October. Francisco Lindor said, quote, it was something that was on us, on me, on the players to get it done, and we didn't execute. We didn't do the job. Pete Alonso, the polar bear, it's beyond frustration. It's straight up disappointing. There's no way to sugarcoat it. Way it is, super talented team. The reality is we fell short. We didn't even get to October.
This is one of the main reasons, while I will always have respect for Ryan Day, independent of winning a national championship, is that he has never offered excuses. He has always given you raw emotion, saying, I have to get better, we need to get better, and taking steps to do that. Now, whether that ultimately happens or not against Michigan, that's to be seen. But it's not because it's a guy who stands up there and makes excuses and says, well, clearly this game doesn't matter as much as you all think because I just won a national championship.
Does that part, do we give that part enough credit?
I'm giving it credit right now.
No, I know we are, but I'm just saying through the years, like as we continue to see many, just a plethora of other coaches, players, whatever, in similar positions not be able to do that. It's almost like you cannot stop yourself from being defensive about all of it because you care that much. And I know how hard that must be to keep from doing that, to keep from snapping back, or when you want to explain yourselves, or the football acumen that you do have, because even when we think that we know more about football or what play calling would be better, they always will have the experience. They're professionals. They're getting paid to do what they do. They know more about football than us. Sometimes it just doesn't work. Sometimes it just doesn't work out, and you're trying to do something, and maybe you're not clicking all the right things or checking the right boxes. You can't get out of your own way. But we are always going to be thinking we know best what to do when the things go wrong. But he still manages to just own it and tell the fan base as best he can the things that they want to hear that's going to put them at ease, put their minds at ease until they get to that next one.
I was thinking about this, too, on Saturday night. So Ryan Day, they go right from the game to the plane, right?
Yeah, I heard it was a pretty quick. The game was quick.
The game was fairly quick.
The post game was a little quicker. I know we're talking to our guy Tyler Danberg, who enjoyed the first trip out to the West Coast, doing the interviews, because they usually end that hour where it's still Paul and Jim before they hand it off to Beam and Zwick, and it ends with a bunch of his interviews. And he said that, they were kind of asking him, could you, a couple questions, just 2 questions for the guys, and let's go, because they're trying to get out of here.
I don't know if they have Wi-Fi on the plane. I assume they do. I'll have to ask Danberg that. But how big of an erection do you think Ryan Day had watching that Penn State game? And just the way it unfolded. First of all, he doesn't really like James Franklin, and he doesn't want to see Penn State win.
Jim Knowles,
seeing
too.
Jim Knowles lose.
Yeah.
First big test for Jim Knowles. And Ryan Day feeling good about his defense, right? Just gave up 6 points on the road at Washington. He gets to turn that game on. I assume they were all watching it on the plane and yucking it up, as I would. What good is being good if you can't rub it in someone else's face?
Absolutely. And I want to be clear, too. As much as we can enjoy another big loss for Penn State, you have to give Oregon some massive credit for going in there and winning. And here's the thing that you and I both agree on. Penn State is a really, really good football team. That should, if they're not a playoff team, that's a disaster.
They just happen to not be able to beat other really good football teams.
And they might have to hope and pray that they get in with 2 losses, unless they somehow figure out a way to come here to Columbus and beat some demons and get a big win in that game finally, but doing it on the road, it's incredible because James Franklin has always had really good football teams there. They've been in the fight. It's just the way that they find ways to lose. They don't really get blasted in a lot of those games. I think the Buckeyes have ripped them a time or two in that stretch where he's 1-9 or 1-10. But a lot of them come down to the wire.
Oh, they're all
comes
winnable.
Down to a crazy play. I still it lives in my mind. Sometimes it's a decision. Sometimes it's a bad play by one of his players. Miles Sanders, they run the ball up the gut on a 4th and 5 with the game on the line, just right into the waiting arms of Chase Young.
Makes no
game over.
Sense.
Like what are they doing?
All right, football from yesterday. Brownies lose to the Lions. That game went about the way I expected it to go, right? I mean, you're not a good football team. You're playing a team that is a good football team on the road. The end.
The end. Over. Cut and dry. You could have said the same thing about, the last game that they played too against the Packers, and somehow they found a way to eke that one out.
Congratulations on your 40-40 tie last night.
Yay! Tie.
So I'm watching the game knowing what the Packers just did the week before against the Browns, which is give one away because they were just sort of down the stretch. I mean, they owned that game, the Packers did, until that blocked extra point gave the Cowboys some life. Then the Packers forgot how to play any kind of defense whatsoever.
You said it, yeah.
But then going down the stretch in that fourth quarter and in overtime, it was almost like someone gave Jordan Love heroin. Like there's being calm, and then there's wake up, dude.
Try to win.
It's time to play now. What are we doing
You're
here?
Settling for this tie.
Are you aware? We don't want to leave too much clock. If we score a touchdown, then
you're going to kick a field goal at the very end.
Well, that's
just
the thing.
A tie?
If you score a touchdown, you win. It doesn't matter if there's time left for Dak Prescott to go down the field. You win.
It's
like they weren't even trying to win. It was lucky that they even got a tie out of that because that last play was so asinine.
The other thing that bothered me, too, go back to the end of the first half.
Oh,
you can't do that.
Oh, my God.
Not only did you turn, that is a game situation, right? It's like, go back to Ohio State, Tennessee, too. Tennessee cannot do that. There's no world where Ohio State can get points, not a touchdown, points. With that little time left on the clock, you could put 11 guys back. Travion Henderson cannot bust loose and do what he did. He did. That's why it's one of the great plays in Buckeye history. How do the Packers turn the ball over and then on the next play give up a touchdown, and it's George Pickens of all guys, who's the best player on the field that night, wide open in the middle of the end zone? How that happens, there's no way they should have given up points. And not only did the Packers not score, they gave up 7 to the Cowboys, completely flipped the script.
More conversation about football yesterday coming up next. Cowan, Man, and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got an accident that's blocking the left lane on westbound 70's off-ramp to northbound 71 East Split on the east side, causing some holdup there. And we've got another crash causing delay that's on Gender Road at Abbey Trails Drive. This report is sponsored by the Harlem Globetrotters. This isn't just a game. It's a once-in-a-generation event. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Come be part of a legacy that never stops. Be there when history is made. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Get your tickets today at harlemglobetrotters.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, where we've successfully treated thousands of men for low testosterone and helped them feel like their old selves again. Please take a moment and listen to how we helped Tom.
Hi, my name's Tom. I've been a patient at Tri-State Men's Health, and I'm being treated for low testosterone. I didn't really notice the issue of just the energy and feeling slow in the middle of the day and waking up feeling as if I hadn't even gone to bed. When I walked into Tri-State Men's Health, I was extremely impressed from the get-go with the results of the treatment. I wake up in the morning now with clarity. I have had more energy in working out. I definitely have increased my strength. I would say that if there are men out there who experience some of the same problems that I did with inability to sleep well and waking up without feeling refreshed and having your energy flagging throughout the day, go see Tri-State Men's Health. It's changed my life and it'll change yours too.
Thanks, Tom. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this.
Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets, win or lose. So you could turn that $200 into something bigger when you bet on money line, spread, totals, player props.
$200 in bonus bets when new customers bet $5. I know where I'm going to bet from now on. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
Bobby Carpenter here with the Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. NFL revenues were at an all-time high in the latest fiscal year, with the league racking up a staggering $23 billion in total revenue. They sent around $416 million to each of the 32 franchises. That's up nearly 9% year over year. Chuck Moore, CEO, and Travis Sanders, president of Riverside Bank of Dublin, talk about how the NFL model correlates to local banking.
It's kind of weird to say, but the NFL model is similar to working with your local bank. Just like the NFL returns profits to its teams, by working with a locally owned bank, deposits are returned to that community in the form of business and consumer loans. It's a reinvestment that benefits the area in which we all live.
It is a total win-win for the community, the depositor, and the bank. Stop into our branch and see what a difference we can make together.
Tune in every day for the Riverside Bank of Dublin Sports Money Report. Visit their office at 6300 France Road in Dublin or online at riverside.bank.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Other stations have crappy ratings and they wonder why no one listens. So instead of investing money in local talent, they fire people and plug in AI voices. Gee, real entertainment. Well, all of our dummies are real, damn it. The Fan, Ohio's real human destination.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Proper tree care is an investment that can lead to substantial returns and increased personal enjoyment. Hiring a certified arborist can help care for your trees and prevent storm damage. Inspections by Ohio ISA certified arborists can often find and mitigate tree defects before they fail. Only professionals with specialized knowledge and training are properly equipped to provide appropriate care. To find an arborist, visit trees4ohio.org. That's trees, the number 4, ohio.org. Progressive Insurance, with insurance for cars, home, boat, motorcycles, RVs, and commercial vehicles at 1-800-PROGRESSIVE and progressive.com.
Fan weather
from the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Blue skies and a warm and sunny finish on this Monday. Temperatures in the low to mid 80s. Overnight will drop back down to the mid to upper 50s, and after a comfortable start Tuesday, more of the same. Bit of a breeze, plenty of sunshine back in the mid 80s Tuesday afternoon.
With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
One has pizza sauce for blood. The other is Rachel Maddow. You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
Timmy, I got a couple tidbits for you. Ready?
Give me some bits.
Just some rapid fire stuff off the top of my head. First of all, I hate this weather. It's never going to get cool again.
No, it's not.
It's endless summer.
Why do we think that way? We just, in our minds, it's never going to be a comfortable temperature.
I just want, I go in my closet and I look at hoodies and I get sad. I cry.
Man.
I cry at the hoodies.
What's the hoodie that you miss wearing? You got to have
I love all my hoodies.
Hoodie.
They're like my children. I love them all equally.
If you had to have one, which one would you take? That one hoodie. I'll tell you about mine while you think about yours. Because mine has got, I think I got it in middle school.
Middle school?
Yeah.
First of all, that's a humble brag that you can fit into it.
Well, I mean, it was a men's large. And you typically buy your hoodies big.
I yearn for a large.
My son, Jack, is going into 8th grade. He's almost 5'11" now. I don't know if he's going to grow much taller than that. And it's an and one basketball hoodie. And it's just that soft cotton that after years and years and years of use, it just only got softer by the work in the washing machine and the dryer. And then you hit a point with it where you're only wearing it when it's cool and crisp outside. So I wouldn't wash it a ton unless I found myself in a situation where I got rained on or I sweat a bunch in it. So it just continued to get softer and softer and more comfortable. It's just a light blue with like faded white lettering, says and one on the top. It's got a little logo in the middle and says basketball on the bottom. I love that hoodie. My sister tries to steal it every time she visits because she likes the hoodie that much.
Hell with her. Get your own hoodie.
Everyone in my family is coming after that hoodie. It's so great. It's a part of me. It's been around longer than Sayre's been around. That's how important that hoodie is.
All right. Probably the one that I wear more than any other hoodie is the one that Samantha got me for Father's Day a couple years back that says World's Greatest Dad.
That's nice.
Yeah. It's also very comfortable. I wear it around the house.
It's got to be comfy.
I don't wear it out because I feel like that's pretentious and stupid, but
yeah.
Look at my, speaking of stupid, look at my T-shirt today that says more spaghetti, less upsetty.
No hoodie that says World's Greatest Dad that was a cute gift from your adorable
but
daughter.
This I have no problem wearing.
Hey, spaghetti, less upsetty, hardcoreitalians.com. That's fine.
I just got to notice that my shirt of the month shipped. It's going to be something Halloween.
So did you even select this? This just shows up at the door.
This is from a different website entirely.
Oh, my God.
This was an Instagram ad. I tell you what, you feed me Instagram ads, I'm just going to give you money.
So, like, which of the shirts that you've worn were random draws?
Most of them.
Most of them?
This one I picked out specifically.
The Mechanical Rat and Pizza Company random draw?
Yeah, that's not Italian. That's just a random shirt that I bought. Again, probably from an Instagram ad.
No, but I'm saying the deal that you're on, you don't know the shirt that you're getting, right?
No, they just send me a new T-shirt every single month.
It's the Jelly of the Month Club.
It's a gift that keeps on giving.
Oh, it is.
NFL from yesterday. Steelers hung on to beat the Vikings in Ireland. Giants beat the Chargers in Jackson Dart's first start. A couple thoughts
I was wrong about that one.
Well, all right.
So was everybody else.
That was a nice little game and everything, and the Chargers played like trash. However, Jackson Dart didn't really do much, at least throwing the football. He had a nice couple plays with his legs. And I also want to point out that, he's a younger guy, which means his mom is probably around our age, maybe a little bit older. Has your mom...
He's 22.
Even in her prime, back when she was banging, has she ever sported leather pants and worn them out? What are you wearing in the game today, Mom? I'm going to wear my leather pants. Are you sure you want to wear them? The camera's going to be on you. Yeah, leather pants for me.
Man.
All right.
I forget if it was Aiden Hutchinson's mom that's also been garnering a lot of attention.
For the leather pants?
Not for leather pants, but just for...
Breastises?
Just for being real nice. Just for being real nice. And what about if we're going to have to deal with Jake Browning sucking for the rest of the season, can we get the white bodysuit a couple more times?
I forgot about that. Is that his wife or his girlfriend?
Wife or girlfriend. She's still around. She's still there.
All right, good.
It is good.
Eagles survive.
It's very good.
Eagles survive a furious comeback from Tampa, but Baker throws a bad interception late in that game. Titans get shut out by the Texans. My God. Are the Titans horrible? As a matter of fact, Cam Young.
Or Ward. Cam Ward.
And Cam Young as well. Cam Ward.
Who's Cam? Oh, yeah, Cam Young, golfer. He actually was good. One of the only guys that didn't suck.
Sums up the Titans offense by saying this, which made me laugh out loud yesterday when I heard him.
You're going to miss the first part, too. I'm going to say the whole part.
All right, go ahead.
This is exactly what he said. And I didn't know what this meant, so you had to go to the younger generation to ask, right? I actually didn't do that, so I still don't know what it means. He said, if we keeping it a buck, which I guess you say it that way means if we're not lying, if we're telling the truth, if we're being honest. We ass.
We ass.
You know what? That's a Gen Z
I like
line.
that.
I love it.
I love we ass.
See, we can get on board with a lot of this lingo.
Teddy, how's the show today, buddy?
I'm doing good, Mike.
No. How's the show today, buddy?
It's doing great.
No, Ted, we ass. That's what I want you to say.
I don't even know what you're saying.
We're saying we
ass.
Suck. We ass.
Yeah.
How are you guys right now? If we keeping it a buck, we ass.
We ass.
And
all right,
it's true.
Explain this to me. So, San Francisco 49ers.
Brock Purdy backy.
Brock Purdy
outie
back.
again.
But I'm just saying, you had Mac Jones come in, start 2 games for you, win both games.
Yep.
Right? Best case scenario. Then you come home against the Jags. Brock Purdy is back, and you lose.
Turn the football over.
So I understand that.
And no, but it's on him.
But somehow the Jags are 3-1. And I don't even think, they're not very good 3-1. I think they're trash. Complete and total trash.
They're
like 3-1.
They're winning the division kind of trash.
My
the
God.
AFC South.
And did you see that Robert Saleh and
Liam Gallagher?
Liam Gallagher, whatever his name is.
He gave him the old Will Smith. He said, keep my name out your mouth. And he went up and slapped him. It's like he was Chris Rock.
He didn't do that, but
he did say, keep your name out my mouth.
If he would have slapped him, he would have got beat down, I think. Robert would have taken him down.
Oh, Robert would have taken him.
He would have murdered him.
Robert said, I think Robert's reply was, I'll F your world up.
And he's right. He would have.
Yep.
Rams had the Colts, their first loss of the season. Chiefs beat the Ravens. Maybe we were worried about the wrong AFC power.
Now it's
sort of being we ass because the Ravens ass.
Now Lamar has the hamstring. And when you look back at them, too, the schedule makers really didn't do them any favors.
They're playing a first place schedule,
They're
man.
playing a first place schedule, but
there's no crying on the yacht.
No, but no crying on the yacht. But the fact that you have to start in Buffalo, then you get Detroit, then you're in Kansas City, all in the first 4 weeks of the season, that's a tough stretch, even for being a first place team. And now, I mean, could they be at the risk of being done? They will be. If they drop to 1-5, you're done. And that's
what do they have coming up next?
That matters. Let me see. Why can I not find where the damn Ravens game was?
We ass.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Ravens are hosting the Texans.
All right, you'll be okay.
Hosting the Rams and hosting the Bears. So it turns into a decent stretch. CJ Stroud, by the way, I'm not ready to say that he's back and locked in after that okay performance he had against the Titans. I think if you look at the Texans' next 4 weeks, this might tell us where our guy CJ Stroud just is mentally. At Baltimore, as we said, then they're at Seattle, then they play the Niners and the Broncos. Pretty good 4-game stretch coming up here against some more real opponents. Then let's see what CJ Stroud is doing.
Speaking of the Broncos, Bengals play the Broncos tonight in Denver. What's your feeling? I mean,
feeling is not good.
How can it be?
I feel like a lost time, coach.
I mean, it's not It's not going to be Vikings bad.
No.
But I have a hard time seeing them going out there and winning this football game.
I think when you look at Denver is not off to a good start. This is critical for them. All they did was beat the Titans 20-12. Their offense didn't really open up. Then they took the losses to the Colts and the Chargers on the road. This is basically must-win territory for the Broncos, and everybody's spouting that defense that they have. They should be amped up. Night game, Monday Night Football, ready to go. Tough spot for the Bengals. Thank goodness for Cincy they got off to that 2-0 start. They barely got off to that 2-0 start, but this could be a tough stretch now as they have the Broncos, the Lions, and then they're going to Lambeau after that.
Timmy, I've got a story for you.
Oh, what a story it'll
This
make.
could be the best day of your life once I give you this news.
You going to write about it?
That's what I'd do. 2 minutes from now. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got a 10-minute slowdown due to a crash that's blocking the right shoulder. If you're on northbound 270 on that east outer belt before 33, police are on scene there causing slower traffic from Alum Creek Drive. We also have a delay due to a crash that's blocking the left shoulder on westbound 70's off-ramp to northbound 71's east split on the east side. This report is sponsored by Straight Talk Wireless. Don't let data limits hold you back from being the gift master in the family group chat. Switch to Straight Talk Wireless and get real unlimited data on Verizon's 5G network. Straight Talk, available at straighttalk.com or Walmart. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Get the MVP, more value price from Coughlin Chevrolet. Lease a new 2026 Chevy Trailblazer, only $198 a month. New 26 Chevy Equinox, $239 a month. Or a new 26 Silverado, just $399 a month. Visit CoughlinChevrolet.com. Together, let's drive.
36-month lease with $39.99 due at signing, plus tax, title, and license. 10,000 miles per year, 25 cents per mile over. See dealer for details. Ends 9/30/25.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED and low T can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 614-300-7400. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at ColumbusMensClinic.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, low T, Peyronie's, size, and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic workouts and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 614-300-7400 or book in 30 seconds or less at ColumbusMensClinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
If the authorities looked at their Instagram accounts, they'd be arrested immediately.
Daddy, what are you doing?
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
I am proud to announce that Fishy just handed me the plug sheet for tomorrow, which means Fish is back. Today's his first day back from cancer leave. He kicked cancer's ass. The cancer was literally in his ass, and they pulled it right out.
I mean, this really is an amazing return for him. It's been, what, a month?
A month.
Maybe a month?
You know, we talked about it, man.
From cancer surgery to back at his desk.
This is why you have routine colonoscopies, because they caught something that was giving him no symptoms whatsoever. If you wait until symptoms show up, it's worse.
Not lying. Yeah, not lying.
So he's back today. We're happy to have him. Hands me the plug sheet for tomorrow. T-Bone and Tyvis start the day at 6 a.m. They have their segment Morning Wood. Get your mind out of the gutter. Wood is spelled W-O-U-L-D. That is at 6:46. Bishop and Friends at 10:30 tomorrow, Tuesdays with Dom Taberry.
It's always
you will
a wild
hear
ride.
the Ryan Day press conference at noon. And then on this show tomorrow, Inside the Buckeyes, Rapid Fire. And we also have some Reds baseball tomorrow. Now, we have Blue Jackets preseason hockey that we have to run. Jackets, Capitals, that's at 6:45. We're going to join in progress after that Reds and Dodgers, they get started shortly after 9. However,
coverage time 8:38 p.m.
We will have all the coverage on the Fan 2.
Yes,
Where can you find the Fan 2? On 1460 on the AM dial and HD2 in your car. Boop.
That's right.
People can't see you turning a knob.
Oh yeah, it was like turning the knob over or hitting the button over. Do it.
All right, I've got some news for you, buddy. You ready?
Yes.
Been waiting for this a long time. The Saudis are buying Electronic Arts. Okay?
Yeah.
EA, they make obviously all the Madden games, college football, all that.
EA Sports.
They are a public company, but the Saudis are going to buy them, the PIF, for $55 billion. They're going to turn them into a private company. Now,
my God.
Why does this matter? First of all, I love the prospect of them putting some propaganda like in Madden games.
Why does this matter?
See any women there in the stands? No, not at all.
They're doing this again and again and again.
Here's why it matters.
We told everyone when this started with Live, it wasn't going to stop. And here we are again, $55 billion.
Going to get your Live video game that you've been looking for.
Oh.
They're going to do a Live game. They have to.
And Mickelson can be on the cover of that thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And Greg Norman maybe in the background. I mean, I know
his
he's not
contract's
there now.
up now.
So we just throw him and cast him aside.
I want to have special features on that game, though. Like, I want to be able to, find Greg Norman on a stage somewhere and choose to fight him, Like
Mortal Kombat,
like
the crossover.
It could be like a Happy Gilmore, Bob Barker kind of fight, where you can there's like a button, you can pull his shirt over his head and start wailing on him, chuck him into a pond, possibly.
I don't know if you can still
at
do
the end
this,
of the
but
fight.
Back in the day, you could play a game and pick your weather. Play in the rain, play in the snow.
You can do that in Madden.
Stuff like that.
For sure.
You play Live as John Rahm. Do you want to wear shorts today?
Yes.
I think I will wear shorts today. Do you want to hear Thumpity Thump DJ while you're playing golf?
Do you want to just talk about how I wish I was on the PGA Tour?
Yeah, absolutely.
You can go in on the Live golf game and say, I'm going to change the 3 rounds to 4 rounds.
No, they won't let you do that.
I'm going to change the format to there's a
54.
cut. There's a cut after 2 rounds. Yeah. Oh, this seems nice. This seems like a real golf tournament that I'm playing now.
All right. So the Saudis are buying EA Sports.
Man,
also,
what a shame.
Paul Feinbaum said today that he would consider leaving ESPN to run for U.S. Senate representing Alabama. He is 70. He said he would run as a Republican to fill the seat vacated by former Auburn football coach Tommy Tuberville.
Young guy, Paul.
That's right. Tommy Tuberville, by the way, is not going away. He's going to run for governor of the state of Alabama in 2026.
Doesn't he live in Florida, I thought?
I don't know what to tell you, Teddy. Here's what I know. If you coach football or talk about football in any capacity, you're
a
qualified.
perfect politician.
That's right.
Nick Saban should run. Right?
He should.
Sure.
He owns
Teddy.
Alabama.
So Paul Feinbaum, that's quite the development right there. We got Stephen A. Smith apparently going to run for president, mulling that.
Jeez.
Paul Feinbaum's going to run for Senate. Okay.
I tell you what, I think
What's Joel Klatt going to run for?
I think we're set up for success.
I think so, too.
I think things are pointed in the right direction when you throw all these names out at me.
What do you think, Rick Pitino?
Yeah, inside, I want to kill myself.
I will say this. I'm hoping that this guy only does this for a minute and then he gets into politics himself because we're getting some Bobby Petrino action at Arkansas.
That's right. They fired their head coach.
Sam Pittman.
Go bye-bye. Bobby Petrino was on that staff. By the way, and when he was hired to be on that staff, I said how weird it was. That's the equivalent of like Ryan Day getting fired, and then a few years later, he comes back as the offensive coordinator for someone else. Bobby Petrino was the head coach at Arkansas.
Yes.
Left, fired, go bye-bye. Then he worked his way back to assistant on someone else's staff, and now he's running the show again. And apparently, he fired a bunch of assistants today.
He did.
He's cleaning house, baby.
First mode of business. He probably left them cards in their office. Probably wrote
his brother. He left his brother to fire him.
His brother went and delivered notes to all the guys that were fired. He fired Ike Hilliard as well. He doesn't even work for him.
That's what I was thinking, though.
He just went shouting, Ike, you're fired.
Watching those Falcons yesterday.
Hey,
take down your Commanders.
Hey,
making plays because Ike Hilliard was fired.
The loss of Ike Hilliard was felt. They had to get rid of his ass, cut that dead weight, and you saw how they flourished. No Ike in the building.
Beating the Commanders. What a trash team that is.
We were in a bad spot finding them their first week with no
Jaden
Ike.
Daniels, right? No Jaden Daniels. Terry McLaurin.
They were all pissed off that they fired Ike, that they played so well. They were inspired by the loss of Ike. Drake London went out there, and he said, I'm going to burn Marshawn Lattimore's ass time and time again because they took Ike. I like Ike. And I have no Ike.
Ike Hilliard. I don't know what state you live in. Please run for public office.
Oh, I'm voting for him.
We'll be your shadow government. Crew lose to the Fire, but still make the playoffs. Can I tell you something?
They did an old Reds, didn't they?
I know that.
Lose and get in.
The old adage is once you get in the playoffs, anything can happen. Let me tell you something.
It's not with this team.
You can just light this team right on fire. They're done. It's going to be a quick playoff exit.
Yep. They feel off.
Right. You regroup, you come back next year, hopefully ready to go, and you got to spend some money on this roster in the offseason. And Diego Rossi can't be your only scoring option every single game.
Yeah.
But he's been dead.
Things just have not felt in sync.
No.
They just haven't been in sync. They haven't been in tune.
So they're going to the playoffs, but I expect nothing out of them. Major League Baseball attendance will surpass 70 million, did surpass 70 million for the third consecutive season. That's pretty impressive considering you had two teams, A's and Rays, playing in minor league ballparks.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like those were huge drawing teams anyway.
Those are teams that basically have minor league attendance.
I understand.
Even in major league
I'm just saying you still managed to hit a nice attendance number, even with two minor league ballparks as your home stadiums.
Yeah. I agree.
That's all you have for that one, isn't it? Yeah. I know when you say yeah twice, it's like, ooh, got to move on there, coach.
What would you prefer? Yeah, that's really interesting.
You could give us some fake, background or something, or story-wise, right? Come on.
I could, right?
Make
That's what this job is all about, right?
You're good at that.
Up with the banter. Me and my wife have this thing when something has gone on long enough, or if someone's belaboring a point and you're just done talking, you just sit back and give an emphatic, okay. You just say it just like that, too. That's the way
that's the ultimate shutdown?
It's the way to let them know we're done. You win. You win. What you're saying is wrong, but what you say, fine, you can be right. You just give it a okay.
And then it ends?
It's over. That means like the person that says okay is finished.
The other one doesn't come back and say, no, you don't say okay. I say okay. I end it.
I okay you.
I okay.
I okay. I don't know why we sound like Tom Brady.
Tom Brady, yes.
Okay.
Hi. I'm Tom Brady.
The Tom Brady.
I'm going to fire Chip Kelly. Okay.
So that attendance issue.
That was the thing, huh? Yeah.
Boy, it's people going to baseball games, huh? Good old American pastime. They have a hot dog?
Foodgasm. Speaking of hot dog, Foodgasm. Timmy, you said you tried a new burger.
Oh, I did. I'm happy to give a review.
Very excited to tell the people. I, too, tried a new burger.
Oh.
So I have a review for this. It's all burgers all the time. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got a 10-minute delay on northbound 270 on the South Outer Belt near Alum Creek Drive due to construction. There's also a couple-minute delay due to a crash that's on the right shoulder of westbound 670 at 3rd Street. It's a little slow from 71. This report is sponsored by IHOP. Introducing the IHOP Value Menu, where all your breakfast faves are just $6 each every day. Where else can you get a big filling sit-down breakfast for only $6? Go to your happy plates with the $6 IHOP Value Menu. Available every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Hi, this is Ryan Krieger, and at Krieger Ford, we're offering an amazing $12,000 off MSRP on a new Ford Bronco Badlands. This offer is only from Krieger Ford, so come see us on Morris Road or visit KriegerFord.com today. Home of the Krieger Commitment. Best cars, best people, peace of mind.
Skyline's new chicken chili is here. Now you can enjoy that legendary Skyline taste with a new protein option. Try Skyline's chicken chili on Ways, Coney's, and all your Skyline favorites. Feeling good. It's Skyline time.
Did you want information on the Ohio Lottery's Rolling Cash 5? Okay. Rolling Cash 5 is a daily draw game where you select 5 numbers from 1 to 39 and win by matching 2, 3, 4, or 5 numbers. Jackpots start at $100,000 and grow until someone wins. You can learn more at OhioLottery.com or the Ohio Lottery app. Lottery players are subject to Ohio laws and commission regulations. Play responsibly. Want to go back to the radio? Okay.
Guys, this sports season, it's game on at Synergenics and Low T Center, the MVPs of testosterone replacement therapy. Ready to tackle low energy and achieve your health goals like a pro? They've got a winning game plan with personalized TRT. Book your free consultation and automatically enter for a chance to win autographed sports memorabilia or tickets to major sporting events. Female patients also eligible. For more info and to book your appointment, visit TRTMVP.com. That's TRTMVP.com.
Don't miss the Right Rug Flooring Outlet Super Sale. Save up to 80% on truckloads of floors and more, including tiles starting at 19 cents a square foot and a massive selection of carpet, luxury vinyl, laminate, and hardwood, even installation supplies. Everything you need for your next project. Save up to 80% during the Right Rug Flooring Outlet Super Sale on Poth Road in Whitehall. Hurry, the Outlet Super Sale ends September 30th. Dealers welcome.
Morning Juice is live on YouTube. Weekday morning starting at 6. Or on demand whenever you want it. Yeah, whenever. Bobby Carpenter's at your beck and call. And Tito's there too, you know, to clean the toilets. Head to YouTube and subscribe today.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
Wilson, we've got a problem at Pella.
I like where this is going.
Because of Pella's reputation and quality, a lot of folks assume that we're out of budget.
Oh, that's too... Oh, I hate here.
But we've actually got 5 awesome window lines that fit any budget, from the $300,000 to the $3 million home, and far from the most expensive.
So you actually don't have a problem. Awesome.
Get the windows that Columbus homeowners rated the leading window brand at PellaColumbus.com.
You know me, when it comes to big moments like popping the question, I always say, I've got a guy. That guy is Bob Capace at Worthington Jewelers.
Thanks, Common Man. Right now, it's our fall bridal sale. Buy one, get one 50% off. Engagement rings, wedding bands, wedding jewelry. We've got it all.
If you want sparkle, you want quality, and you want to save big, trust me, I've got a guy.
That's me. Come see us at Worthington Jewelers.
Worthington Jewelers,
where Columbus gets engaged.
We're 1-800-GOT-JUNK. I was told you could make us feel better. You're suffering from too much junkitis. Point at something you haven't used lately. Wow, it's gone. Try it, honey. You'll feel light as a feather.
Something I haven't used?
All you have to do is point.
I feel like I'm flying.
That's the sound of optimism and energy and possibilities. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Lanny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use? Now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months, including cybersecurity and the basics of AI with zero experience at mycomputercareer.edu. My Computer Career, an elite CompTIA certification partner.
It worked for me, and I know it can work for you.
This is one student's experience. Individual results vary.
It's Reaction Monday, where our highly trained experts talk football.
Sponsored by the Roofing Guys.
Your home for reaction and overreaction, The Fan.
They refer to each other as stupid, so they must get along.
We fight a lot, but at the end of the day, it's okay, because we really do hate each other. Mm-hmm.
You're listening to Common Man and Timmy.
Eddie, what I tell you before the show about Jayson Stark?
You said that he was the greatest person ever.
By the way, Jason's beef with Jayson Stark coming up at 5:30. He always texts me every single week during the show.
Oh, show topics?
He didn't ask.
Do you have any topics? And I said to you, Teddy, I said, if Jayson Stark asked me for topics this week, I'm going to fly to Philadelphia, punch him right in the face. And he just sent me a text asking for topics. We're going to talk about the Ohio teams in the playoffs. What are we talking about, Jason?
He really texted you that just now?
Yes.
Well, Jason, how are you going to prepare? I mean, the segment's 3 segments from now.
I told him it's all Ohio baseball stuff.
I'm going to
start the interview asking about former Twins manager Rocco Baldelli.
Nice.
That's what I'm going to do.
Just got sacked, right?
Manager firings.
He did. Who
else got fired here today? It's not the only one.
I'm the only one who walk across the fire for you.
Bob Melvin.
Bob Melvin.
Giants.
Yeah.
You singing Melissa Etheridge right there?
Yes, I am. That's the name of the album, by the way. Yes, I am.
Really?
I think so.
I didn't know that.
She's got an album called Yes, I Am. I think.
She's not still banging, is she?
I mean, she's alive.
Yeah.
But she's not. Yeah, she's not playing, is she?
I always found it interesting because obviously she is. She likes the ladies, but I always found it interesting when she chose to have a child. The sperm donor she decided to go with is the ugliest man in the world, David Crosby. Right? I mean, it's like, look, I know it's just luck of the draw. And it's like, well, you could just go to the sperm bank and find someone else who just happens to be ugly. Yes. But here you know how ugly David Crosby is.
He's very artistic.
Very musical genius? Yes.
So maybe you just
maybe
take
maybe that's what you were going for. Maybe that's what it was about. Not going for the looks here, but going for music.
I know
not superficial.
I know you're not going for looks, but you can't find someone with musical talent and like Stamos. His sperm's not good enough.
Well, maybe he's not.
He can do it all.
You can't just go and take somebody's
let me tell you
sperm
something.
unwilling.
If Melissa Etheridge
they gotta be a donor.
Calls up John Stamos and says, "Hey, I'm a big fan of yours. I'm Melissa Etheridge, and I'm the only one who walk across the fire for you."
She's only 64. She should still be playing. Born in Leavenworth, Kansas. That's where the big prison is. I'd like to send a lot of people to Leavenworth on this show.
They'd have to make it bigger if we're sending them there.
You bringing this up. I've never even explored how sperm donors or sperm banks work.
You know,
I didn't know.
As this is it's foodgasm time. It's not spermgasm time.
Man and Timmy present Foodgasm.
Sponsored by Metal Supermarkets. Visit metalsupermarkets.com/Columbus for all your metal needs.
So, I tried a burger recommendation that was thrown our way. A week or two ago, we got on a nice little show sidetrack that we love to have every now and then, where we were just doing all burgers. We were welcoming all comers. We were telling you, if it's in Ohio, not even in Central Ohio, let us know. If it's outstanding, we want to know about it. And someone threw one in that caught my eye because it was in Hilliard. And I'm thinking, whoa. Why do I not know about this place? And then it registered. There's a little strip mall right on Hilliard Rome Road as it heads up towards Main Street in Old Hilliard, across from the Dollar General. And there used to be like a local ice cream shop in there. And it changed names, but it just wasn't, it didn't really catch me with the name of it. It's called Pine Coast. It didn't scream that it was a burger spot for me, but it is.
What about Gun World?
Gun World.
They got a hell of a burger at Gun World.
They do smash burgers at Gun World.
My God.
They put a little bit of that gunmetal seasoning in. Ooh. Oh, you never know what hits you. Put the gunpowder in it too. Spices it right up. So no, talking about the Pine Coast burgers and ice cream. Interesting spot too, because they also serve some halal food. They've got some Muslim influence with their dishes as well. But they've got some straight up like classic American style smash burgers. And so I went in I started with the most basic burger that they've got on the menu. And then I'll go back and try some of the other ones. But I tried the classic, which has some onion, some shredded lettuce, and some fresh dill pickle, which they put on the bottom. We talked about how we usually put our toppings, but you know what? That's how they did it. I'm looking for quality. I'm looking for how they do those patties. There's definitely some seasoning blends in there that tasted a little bit different. Maybe that speaks to the halal food that they have in some of their other dishes there. But all in all, I understand why it's got a 4.8 on Google right now. Outstanding smash burger.
Did you have fries?
I had fries too.
Good.
The fries are reminiscent of spots in town like Loops or Zaytoon, if you guys have heard us talk about those. All the fries are dropped right when you order them. They're not sitting there. They've got that seasoning where they are super crisp, but also fluffy and light at the same time.
They flour them a little bit. That's where that texture comes from. Is the flour.
Texture is what gets it, and it's golden brown. So for a double smash burger, which I devoured this thing, it was top notch. And the fries, without getting a drink, I was in for $16. I feel like that's pretty...
I like how we're looking at that as a bargain.
pretty much where we are
fries,
now.
no drink, $16. Oh, pretty reasonable.
Interesting place, too, because when you go to their website, they've got a spot in Dearborn, Michigan, and Hilliard, Ohio. That's where this place is.
All right.
Pine Coast on Hilliard Road.
I'm going to check it out.
It was
I, too, had a burger.
Delicious.
I went back to Shake Shack because I want to try the French onion soup burger, which the last time I went, despite all the signage, it was sold out.
Got it this time?
So I did get it this time. It was very delicious. Could have used a little bit more of everything. Had crispy onions on there. Like them. Would have liked more. Had some French onion soupy type of onions on there. Liked them. Would have liked a little more. Gruyere cheese, a little bit of a aioli type of thing they put on there. It was all very, very good, right? They are now offering, too, I did not get it. You can get yourself a triple burger at Shake Shack.
Ooh.
The burger alone, the triple burger at Shake Shack.
$20.
16 and change.
16 and change.
Just for the bread. That's a lot of beef. It's a big burger. But that's a lot of money.
What's the fry style at a Shake Shack again?
It's a crinkle cut.
Crinkle cut.
And I think it's average.
Is it lacking compared to a Five Guys boardwalk style fry?
It's a completely different type of fry. But even of places that serve crinkle fries, I think they're just average.
Really?
Yeah.
Who's got a good crinkle? Well, Culver's does the crinkle.
Culver's has a better crinkle.
I think they're solid.
I think than Shake Shack.
Culver's could also stand to season their fries a little bit more. They have a pretty bland blend, but they cook them well.
I understand, and I actually talked to somebody about that not too long ago, and they said they get a lot of complaints from old people.
You talked to someone at Culver's about the seasening of their fries?
Someone who's in the know. I have food people all over the city, Timmy. I have sources.
Did you talk to a 17-year-old that's working the cashier?
Hi, sir.
I don't really do any of that.
These fries are too salty, is what the old people say, and so they say, well, if you want more salt, put it on yourself.
Yeah, it's not really. I'm not really just talking about salting the fries. You know what I mean? It's like when we talk about the fries I just had.
Not everything can be that type of fry. That's a seasoned fry that you're talking about.
Well, do it, damn it. Put the effort in. Make them great. I was going to try Freddy's, but I saw that our local Freddy's has a 2.7.
Teddy said he loved
it. The new
it.
one by the Sam's Club in Hilliard.
I went to the one in Grove City, and it was fantastic.
I don't know if I can try a spot that's got a 2.7.
Why? Buck the trend.
Well, the one I went,
trend.
Maybe it was just because they had bad issues there when they first opened up, but the one in
definitely had that.
And Grove City, that one's great. I've been there twice.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Teddy likey. We need to send congratulations to Big Noon for continuing to embarrass themselves. Details next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Traffic is moving a little slow due to an accident that's on westbound 670 at 3rd Street. You're going to find it's going to be slow from 71. We also have a delay on northbound 71 on the north side between I-70 and 11th Avenue. This report is sponsored by the Harlem Globetrotters. This isn't just a game. It's a once-in-a-generation event. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Come be part of a legacy that never stops. Be there when history is made. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Get your tickets today at harlemglobetrotters.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
October is Car Care Month. Visit your local AAA Tire and Auto Service location and save $40 on any repair of $150 $5 or more. And on the plus side, AAA members save more. Offer valid October 1st through October 31st. See store for details.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus. It's fall or autumn, as the losers like to say. What does that mean in the car world? That means places like Jermaine Lexus want to clear out all of their 2025 inventory to make room for the 2026 models. And for you, the customer, that means big savings. Take advantage of their lack of space with aggressive pricing. They also have plenty of L-certified vehicles on the lot for the fall collection sales event. If you're in the market, please stop in and see my friends. Jermaine Lexus, 2 locations to serve you, Dublin and Easton, JermaineLexus.com.
The season may be winding down, but there's still time to make the most of Buckeye Lake. At Buckeye Lake Marina, we have year-end deals on boats, accessories, and more. Sail into savings at Buckeye Lake Marina before the year ends and find the boat that's just right for you. Visit BuckeyeLakeMarina.com for more.
Would you enjoy watching a football game if the officials were paid a bonus for every flag they threw? Or a basketball game where the refs got paid for every foul they called? Okay, how about hiring a furnace and AC company that pays its technicians by the number of parts they can sell you? Hi, this is Dennis, president of Care Heating and Cooling, and today, this is how many companies operate. They call it performance pay, and it rewards technicians by paying them more for billing you more. Why is this bad? Because it abuses your trust in a technician to be treated fairly and honestly. At Care, we've been family-owned for 31 years and have always paid our technicians by the hour for repairs. We'll show you exactly what needs to be fixed and why, and give you our low upfront cost before we start. And unlike other companies, our technicians will never be rewarded for throwing more flags. Our Central Ohio-based staff is here for you 7 days a week. Care Heating and Cooling. Book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com or call us at 1-800-COOLING. When you need a company you can trust.
Skyline's new chicken chili is here. Now you can enjoy that legendary Skyline taste with a new protein option. Try Skyline's chicken chili on Ways, Coney's, and all your Skyline favorites. Feeling good. It's Skyline time.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED and low T can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 614-300-7400. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at ColumbusMen'sClinic.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, low T, Peyronie's, size, and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic workouts and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 614-300-7400 or book in 30 seconds or less at ColumbusMen'sClinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
At Kroger Pharmacy, we make it easy to get flu, COVID, and RSV vaccines. They're available at no cost to you with most insurance plans. No appointment needed. And we're open weekdays, weeknights, and weekends. So come and visit us when it's most convenient for you. Kroger Health, a world of care is in store. Vaccines subject to availability. No cost to you with most insurance plans. Check with your plan for eligibility. Restrictions and exclusions may apply. See site for details.
With business banking, Tel Ohio Credit Union takes it personally. It's why they are the #1 SBA lender among Ohio credit unions. You are a member, not a number. That's the Tel Ohio difference. Visit telhio.org/business.
Certain restrictions apply. Tel Ohio is open to all in Central and Southwestern Ohio. Federally insured by NCUA.
Common Man here for my friends at Sell for 1% Realtors. Out of all the commercials I do, I get the most questions about Sell for 1%. That can't be real, right? It's real, and there's no catch. This is a local, family-owned, full-service home selling experience. They do photos, they do the legwork, everything you would expect from a realtor who charges you 6%. Story time with Common Man. Back when I was banging, my mom became a realtor. Then she was surprised when she had to work nights and weekends, because that's when people actually want to look for homes. She worked at one of the big brokers for like a year, sold a few houses, was a total flake, and she would tell you herself, don't hire my mom. She doesn't deserve 6%. Don't take my word for it. Throw Sell for 1% in the Google machine. 4.9 stars. The average customer saves over 10 grand. No strings and no kidding. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. 614-451-6616. Or check them out at sellfor1%.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com. WBNSFM.com.
WBNSFM, HD1 Columbus.
Good evening, I'm Tyler Danberg. Number 1 Ohio State hosts Minnesota Saturday at 7:30. Here, Buckeye Roundtable on the Fan tonight at 6. Buckeyes defensive end Caden Curry was named Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week after notching 11 tackles, 5 for a loss, and 3 sacks Saturday at Washington. NFL tonight, Bengals visit the Broncos at 8:15, following the Jets at the Dolphins at 7:15. Browns acquired Texans offensive tackle Cam Robinson in exchange for a 2027 6th-rounder. MLB postseason, Guardians host the Tigers in Game 1 of the AL wildcard round Tuesday at 1:08. Detroit's Terry Skubal faces Cleveland's Gavin Williams. Reds visit the Dodgers in Game 1 of the NL wildcard series Tuesday at 9:08. Cincy ace Hunter Green starts against an LA starter yet to be announced. Managerial moves today. The Giants fired Bob Melvin, while the Twins fired Rocco Baldelli. Breaking sports news when it happens on the Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
The only show that can bring a dead queen back to life. This is Common Man and Timmy.
I was watching the Big Nooner, Illinois, USC, this past weekend, and
as you do,
saw Dave Portnoy come on from Barstool fame, and this is what I guess they paid money for. This is what they're going to compete against ESPN with, is essentially a guy sitting down saying, "What's the deal with Lightning?" So here is Dave Portnoy.
Yep, enjoy this.
One of his hot takes on Big Nooner.
I'm not going to talk about crying Ryan Day and the long arm of the law at Ohio State. Instead, I'm going to talk Lightning. I am sick of Lightning delays in college football. I don't remember it growing up. You have 4 or 5 games that have 4-hour delays. Everybody going in, sign a waiver. If you get struck by lightning, so be it.
What's the deal with hurricane relief? Just a waste of money if you're asking me.
I'll tell you, when I was
just
a kid,
be prepared.
People just lost their homes. You live on the bayou.
And that was that.
What, you got to sign a waiver to live there.
Move somewhere else when you're done.
Well, he's got some more. Here you
what
go.
The fans have to leave the stadium anyway. So what if they get struck outside? Let's play football, man football, weather Midwest. You sign it, lightning, if it hits you, it's just not your day.
Yeah, man football.
Can you believe this Portnoy guy? I mean, he is just a card, isn't he? That's what we want. That's what Fox wanted. And you should have seen him, too, if you guys didn't watch the show. He's wearing what looks to be like an Illinois golf shirt, and it's loud, and he's got a necktie on with that. But the only thing he's missing is, like, clown paint for his face. Or one of those hats with the little thingy on top.
There is no question that what he's been able to build has been very impressive, right? The guy is filthy rich.
Mega millions.
He's
Mega
done
millions.
it. He succeeded when everybody else thought he couldn't succeed. Why, at this stage in his career, he wants to just show up and essentially be a hack? I don't understand. I don't get it.
I mean, he's getting cooked. He's getting, as the kids say, he's getting roasted all over social media.
I thought Brady Quinn was going to jump up and strangle him
Brady
to death.
Quinn, I didn't have that line that he had in the clip there, but right after that was done, Brady, I think, was thinking the same things all the rest of us are like,
you
what
should
the
get
hell?
struck by lightning. Why don't you just tell me the movie you want to see?
If you want to go with that take, then let's try striking you with lightning, and you see how it feels. Then see if your take's going to be the same.
Look, we clown on this show. We're clowns, right? We don't have any standards. But then again, we're a local radio show here. We're not doing like pregame on Fox. What is he doing, and why are they letting him do it? If anything, you know, what you do is you say, all right, man, we're going to give you a producer and a camera, and you go around the town and eat as much pizza as humanly possible. I want to know about all the pizza places.
I just want your bites and your rules.
Interact
That's
with
all
the
I
locals,
want with you.
right? Have some funny banter that we can edit and it looks really good because we put it together, right? But just have him on the desk. What's the deal with lightning? Did he come up with that, or did a producer say to him, you know what, today, lightning?
It's a tough call, honestly. Like you can see him coming up with that.
All right.
Like this This is going to
This'll
get
do
him.
it.
This is going to get him.
I tell you, back in my day.
I got this lightning bit. Oh, it's going to kill.
We got struck by lightning and we loved it.
I got struck by lightning. Oh, man.
Baseball. We have broadcasting teams for baseball. Tigers and Guardians. Oh, my favorite guy, Sean McDonough. He'll give you some play-by-play. He'll sound like he's ready to go to sleep, and he'll lecture you about things. Sean McDonough
God.
and Todd Frazier. Your guy, Teddy. Todd Frazier.
My guy,
and,
Tom's River.
And Taylor McGregor.
Sean McDonough
Conor
reminds...
McGregor?
Conor McGregor? No. Sean McDonough reminds me of one of the characters in Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, like the original.
Which one?
I think it's the
claymation one?
Yeah, the claymation one.
I hate that one. It sucks.
It's one of the characters that's on the Island of Misfits. Is the guy? Is it the Jack in the Box? The voice is kind of going all over the map.
We always do the back in the day thing. Can I tell you something? That's messed up.
Messed up the Michigan State blocked punt? Is that what you're saying?
What?
What's messed up?
The Misfit toys, the whole
thing,
shows.
the whole show.
Oh, the whole lot?
The Rudolph lot. I mean, Santa's a dick, and they got the toys. It's weird.
He just, clearly hates children and hates women.
And who's the little guy in it, too, that's just getting abused?
Herbie. Yeah, Herbie.
Like, wrap these presents, you suck at it.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus, my God.
All the young man wants to do is study hard, work hard, and hopefully become a dentist one day.
Yeah.
And that's frowned upon, apparently. No. You dentist? I don't know. Elves, where we come from, ever be
Back
dentists.
in my day, we watched horrible claymation and got struck by lightning while we were doing it.
Yes, and we liked it.
Padres and Cubs. Kevin Brown, Jessica Mendoza, Ben McDonald, and Jesse Rogers. Red Sox and Yankees, Carl Ravitch and his toupee. Eduardo Perez, David Cohn, Buster Olney. And Reds and Dodgers. John Shambi, Doug Glanville, Alden Gonzalez. I got to tell
Doug
you,
Glanville.
I think you got the best crew, Teddy.
It's Jayson Stark's guy.
That's right. I like John Shambi.
Yeah, that's
despite
a good
the
crew.
fact that he's a Cubs broadcaster.
Yeah, it'll be a good couple games.
Well,
I like big, fat, ginger broadcasters.
Yeah.
That's why I like T-Bone.
That was really exciting. I
can't win with you today.
We just told you who's going to announce the baseball games. Next week. That's where we're at 5:08 on a Reaction Monday. Oh, Kevin Brown's going to call a baseball game.
We had fun with the names, though, and we had little stories there, Tim.
Yeah, we talked about Santa,
the dentist. I mean, come on.
I guess
you didn't like any of that.
I guess we did. I like all of it.
Best in at the TV.
They're going to lead with it.
Could you imagine if we see this is on the 4:00 news tomorrow?
Claymation sucks.
Claymation into the broadcasters for the Wild Card series.
Starts tomorrow night. Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing.
Want more? What's the deal with lightning?
I can't wait for Carl Ravitch. I just can't wait.
I'm not going to talk about crying Ryan Day and the long arm of the Lard, Ohio State. Instead, I'm going to talk lightning. I am sick of lightning delays in college football. I don't remember it growing up. You have 4 or 5 games that have 4-hour delays. Everybody going in, sign a waiver. If you get struck by lightning, so be it.
Next week on Big Noon, what's the deal with cancer?
Back in my day, we dropped dead.
You just took it. We
didn't live long enough to have Alzheimer's.
You didn't go get checked out. That's for the weak.
Real men don't go to the doctor.
Real men, we don't wear helmets. We don't get screened.
That is sissy boy football. You can't get struck by lightning.
Let's see if this lasts the season with Portnoy.
Kevin Stefanski is speaking in code. Details next. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Things are moving slow due to an accident at the intersection of Morse Road and Stelter Road. And you're looking at a couple minutes slowdown due to a crash that's on Sawmill Road near 270. This report is sponsored by Rapid Radios. Rapid Radios are instant push-to-talk walkie-talkies, offering national LTE coverage and no subscriptions ever. A great alternative to a mobile phone for your kids. For a limited time, go to rapidradios.com now for 60% off and free UPS shipping. Add code radio and get an extra 5% off. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Green & Sons. Family owned and operated for over 45 years. Green & Sons will help you find your next Kubota tractor. Located in Mount Sterling and north of Marysville. And online at greenandsons.com.
1-800-GOT-JUNK is your friend with the truck.
We make junk disappear.
All you have to do is point.
All our people are in uniforms.
And our trucks are clean and shiny.
And big.
We leave spaces empty and clean.
For you.
1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
Ever wonder where your go-to maintenance person gets the metal products they need to fix yours and everyone else's problems? The best in the business go to Metal Supermarkets for their wide variety of metal products and shapes to tackle projects from simple to complex. Metal Supermarkets is your source for all metals cut to size and ready fast. No minimum order with maximum service. Visit the family-owned franchise on North Wilson Road or at Columbus at metalsupermarkets.com.
Your home, your comfort, your family. That's everything. Big companies shout, big ads scream. But trust is quiet. It's a tech who fixes instead of sells. A family business here since '66. Northland Heating and Cooling, your local Lennox premier dealer. Honest comfort, real people, real peace of mind. Northland Heating and Cooling.
Bet365 is paying out before the final whistle.
Check out Bet365's unrivaled early payout offer. When you bet on the team to win and they take a 17-point lead, you get paid no matter the final score. Forget the final whistle and start counting that cash. Hold up. You get early payout on parlays, too.
Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply.
Hey friends, Beamer here. And a bye week, it's about getting your energy back, and that's exactly what Awaken 180 gave me. I don't drag through mornings anymore. I'm not dreading the stairs or a long day. I feel lighter, sharper, and actually in control. Yeah, I dropped a lot of weight, but what actually matters is how different my life feels now. If you're ready for your own reset, take this bye week to get you there with Awaken 180. Start today online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Oven-baked French toast. Hot, melty cheese. And meat. And meat. And meat. Introducing UDF's new 3-meat French toast stackwich. Sweet and savory cinnamon swirl French toast piled with thick-cut bacon, natural pork sausage, and smoky Canadian bacon. It's the newest flavor in our lineup of breakfast sandwiches. All stacked fresh, all served hot, and all made in store to make your morning. The new 3-meat French toast stackwich from UDF. Mornings made for you.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
One of our specialties here at Pella Wilson is getting rid of old, smaller windows with no view and replacing them with huge, beautiful windows that can change the look and feel of your home.
We tried that once, but we cut the hole a bit too big, so we had to put in a garage door instead in their dining room.
Wilson.
Didn't improve the view, but they do have a drive-through now, so you're welcome, Gruball family.
Get the windows that can change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
Fraud in government is a crime, and it robs taxpayer dollars. I'm Ohio Auditor of State Keith Faber, and my job is to catch people that lie, cheat, and steal, report suspicious behavior, and help stop fraud. Learn the red flags, speak up, and protect your tax dollars by calling 1-866-FRAUD-OH.
Helping a new driver get ready for their road test? Here's a convenient new way to make the most of your 50 hours of required practice driving time. The Road Ready Ohio app. Available now at no cost to new drivers and their families. Road Ready Ohio keeps track of your driving experience together, providing feedback and safe driving tips. It even generates the documentation you need for the Ohio BMV. The Road Ready Ohio app. Free to download in the Apple and Google App Stores.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Get a recap of all the day's news from across the state. The ONN Daily Podcast. Listen at onnradio.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts from the Ohio News Network. If only there was a radio show that constantly talked about Ohio State athletics. Well, good news. It's real, baby. The Buckeye Show.
Weeknights at 6.
Proud to be your flagship home of the Buckeyes. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Hey, it's Anthony. Synergen and Low T Center are the original MVPs of testosterone replacement therapy. They've been changing the lives of men across the country for more than a decade. So if you've been thinking about testosterone, or if you've noticed that you're getting older, more tired, not motivated to do anything, it's not just aging. It's a physical and mental change to your body. Testosterone can actually help. And it all starts with a quick test. The on-site lab makes it quick and easy to get results in as fast as about 20 minutes. And if you decide you want the treatment and you want it at home, let the provider know, and they'll educate you on everything you need to know about treating yourself at home. And for a limited time only, visit any Synergenics or Low T Center for a free hormone consultation, and you'll automatically be entered for a chance to win autographed sports memorabilia, or you may even win a pair of tickets to a major sporting event. Book your appointment now at trtmvp.com. That's trtmvp.com.
From office supplies to IT essentials, Amazon Business provides tools to help you save costs and make insight-based decisions. Learn how to bring your visions to life at amazonbusiness.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Sunny skies, light winds, and a perfect finish to this Monday. Last Monday in September will be in the mid-80s. Overnight, dropping back down to the upper 50s with clear skies and light winds. And after a comfortable start, another warm summer-like finish. Plenty of sunshine Tuesday, and again, back in the mid-80s. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus is the official sportsbook of Common Man and Timmy. Weekdays at 3. The Fan.
A show with copious amounts of fart sounds. Emphasis on copious.
Oh no, I get a fart, but I don't know which way to lean.
This is Man and Timmy.
I saw PJ Fleck in the Flecktones, head coach over at Minnesota.
Big game coming up this Saturday.
So a big game for him.
Yeah, sure, it's a big game for you.
That's what I mean. Anybody playing Ohio State, this is their statement game. This is Ryan Day's don't fall on your own penis game.
Yes. You want to make sure the tri-state is strong with you. You got to make sure. But don't fall.
We ask.
Yes, we are.
We ask.
Don't fall when you're on tri-state. That could be bad. You don't want to breaky.
Is that possible?
It's got to be.
Break your pee-pee?
Could you imagine?
No.
Could you imagine?
You have to put a cast on it?
You ever wonder
People
about
sign your cast?
You ever wonder about the worst pain imaginable? Imagine if that's full go, full tilt, and then, oops, slipped on the hardwood floor, too much sheen or lacquer on that, and then, bam! Does it make a sound? Does it crack? Oh, yeah.
Oh, just thinking about it.
Oh, God. You know what? It's happened to somebody out there.
Probably. Teddy's researching it right now.
A broken wiener.
Kevin Stefanski is speaking in code. What was I going to say about PJ Fleck?
Well, PJ Fleck, I'm looking at him here.
Complimenting the Buckeye defense.
Get a load of his dress for this. What is going on here? He's in all black. He has a dress shirt on. Not only does he not have a tie on, I'm okay with that.
He's very unbuttoned.
He's 6 buttons down.
That's a Timmy Hall shirt.
That's not a Timmy Hall shirt. I was at a rock concert, not doing my press conference at work.
That doesn't make it better.
Yes, it does.
People can see you.
It's different settings, Jerry.
You had your lily white chest out there for everyone to see.
The lily white sessions.
It was disturbing.
This guy looks like an evil villain with his bald head. He's very strong, too. I don't know if I would want to tussle.
He's compact.
With PJ Fleck.
He's small.
He's got the burgundy pocket square and the Minnesota lapel pin, too, but he's basically bare-chested. He's got so many buttons open. He's basically bare-chested. No hair, either. Hairless Fleck. That's it.
That's all you got? We ask.
If we keeping it a buck, man, we ask.
Kevin Stefanski speaking in code after the game. He was asked, is Joe Flacco still your starting quarterback? Yeah. Obviously, when we struggle like we did on offense, obviously, I understand the question, but that's not our focus. He was asked, why don't you consider a change? Again, respectfully, we didn't do enough on offense. He was then asked if he believes Joe Flacco is giving the Browns their best chance to win. His response, yeah, again, it's never going to be about one person. It's just not. We're not doing a good enough job. I'll put myself in there as well. We have to be better. This is code. This is code for if I felt like I had someone who was better, I would start him. But we ass.
This is also code for, Joe Flacco sucks.
But all I have is suck. Shadur Sanders is running his mouth that he can be the starting quarterback, but all I've seen in practice is he sucks.
You know what? I want to see him play. Don't you?
At some point you will.
No. I want, but the sicko in me, I want to see him play now just so you can go, okay, like, do it then. You're chirping a lot. You're talking. You're saying how you easily could do this job that 32 other guys in the NFL, at least 10 to 15 of them seem to be having some massive struggles right now. So there you go. Enjoy the keys to the Browns offense. See how you do with this. I'm concerned for how Peter Gabriel looks as well. That's going to be tough.
Justin Gabriel.
Sledgehammer. It's not going to go well for him either. They are terrible. He was Flacco, by the way, my Cracko, 16 of 34, 184 yards, 3 giveaways, 2 picks, and a lost fumble on the Aiden Hutchinson strip sack. Hutchinson's a really good player right now.
Flacco, my Cracko.
That's right. Buckeyes beat Washington 24-6. Did we go over the poll? We did the poll.
I feel
Have
like
you
there was
seen
something...
the poll, Cougar?
Have you seen the poll? Does he call him Cougar? Like Sean Cougar Mellencamp? When his name is indeed Kruger. Cougar!
Buckeyes stay at number 1 in the AP. They get 46 first-place votes.
Yeah, I think that's about right. I honestly thought that Oregon was going to start to dig into that a little bit with the big road win at Penn State. And I think 2 things are working for Oregon, and we said it earlier in the show. I want to be very clear. Just because James Franklin can't beat anybody that's really, really good doesn't mean they're not a good football team.
Exactly.
They clearly are because they've been in these situations a lot before. They play well. They have good football players. It just comes down to a couple of those critical spots. This time it was, they had to fight back to tie the game. It looked like Oregon was going to waltz away with that victory. So they showed that grit. They showed that toughness to take the game into overtime. But when Drew Aller had his spot, he throws an interception on a ball that's just, it can't be there. I think it was the Purdue transfer, Thieneman, who came up with the pick.
Thieneman?
Thieneman? You want to buy a computer? Stop looking at me like that.
We asked.
Stop looking at me. Stop smiling at me. The other thing I wanted to hit on with the Buckeye win at Washington. So take you to the third quarter, which was I would call that a strange quarter. In that there were 2 possessions.
Mm-hmm.
Buckeyes had the ball. Washington had the ball. End of the quarter. That rarely happens, right? How much do you think that third down? I'm sorry, it was 2nd and 19 when the call came in, but it was on a throwaway, so it was going to be 3rd and 19.
Roughing the passer?
And I think it was Uiagalelei. They hit him with a roughing the passer where they look at that several times. And it's basically just a little bit of face mask, square on shoulder pad. No head-to-head. Seemed like it wasn't forcible contact. Anyone that really discussed it thought that it was a bogus call.
It was bogus. It was light.
It was a tough call for them.
You're right if they don't convert on that because it was a throwaway, right? You're going to 3rd down and long.
It was going to be 3rd and 19 because
he
he threw it out of bounds anyway before the contact
likelihood
happened.
of converting on that is slim to none.
Right.
That gives you a new set of downs and really keeps that drive going. And look, one call doesn't change the entire outcome of the game, but we do talk about momentum swings.
And it's at a spot of the game. You're midway through the third.
Absolutely.
You get the ball back down 10-3, and we'd seen them drive the ball. Of course, the Buckeye defense didn't give up a touchdown. Say they don't even give up a touchdown there, but instead of 14-3, they get the ball back, and then they manage to get that to 10-6 even.
Was there? We've seen close games before, but you're watching the game, you're in the game, you're like, well, this is close, unnecessarily close. I don't really fear that they're going to lose this game, and then they wind up taking it, winning relatively comfortably. Was there a point in that game on Saturday where you allowed yourself to think they're going to lose this game, or did you not get there?
Well, they only took 7-3 into the half.
No, I know
so
that.
I'd have to say, yeah.
See, I didn't allow myself to get there.
Really? Not once?
No, I thought that once that second half started, first of all, I was surprised that Ryan Day wasn't more aggressive at the end of the first half. He had timeouts in his pocket. He had some time on the clock. I understand you get the ball in the second half, but that to me is even more incentive to go out there and really put the nail in the coffin.
I guess
right?
I'm just getting more nervy as I watch these games. Just with the way college football is today, I feel like it's getting more competitive when you get into some of these games, which is, I think, the benefit. We were kind of looking for that with NIL, right? And when you added these teams to the conference, too, you didn't want to bring, I mean, sure, UCLA sucks, but Oregon is one of the best teams in the country. Washington is a formidable opponent. USC is supposed to be a classic opponent, and they're struggling a little bit to hold up to their standard.
It's a hard trip to go out there, man. I'm not saying that Washington's the best team in the country, but you don't have a lot of environments like that.
No.
Outside of the, Penn States and, when they're good, which is not often. Michigan State can give you that too. But it's 70,000 plus people out there in Husky land.
Man, it seemed like a better environment than what you typically get at Michigan State. You had to be like in peak Michigan State.
Iowa back in the
Mark
day.
D'Antonio.
Iowa, they're right on top of the field there.
Yeah, Iowa does have a good one because you're right. The proximity of the fans to the actual playing surface. There's not a lot of dead space out there at that field. But to take a 7-3 game into half, and we've seen the Buckeyes lose games against worse.
No, I just didn't. I didn't have that feeling.
Washington was able to move the football, so at that point, I couldn't guarantee in my mind that the defense wasn't going to give up a single touchdown in that contest. They needed that drive, starting with the football in the third quarter. They killed 7:41. Again, they got a very favorable call that went their way that allowed that to happen. Acknowledging that. But 7:41 off the clock on a 14-play drive to go up 14-3 there, that is big time. That is a huge difference. And then their defense holds on that very next drive and what looked like it could be a touchdown drive. You held them to another chip shot field goal. Those were probably the differences in the game were in that third quarter there.
Jason's beef with our guy Jayson Stark coming up in 2 minutes. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Traffic is slowing down due to an accident that's on the right shoulder of eastbound 270 on the north outer belt after US 23. We also have some slowdown due to an accident that's on westbound 670 at 3rd Street. Police and tow are on scene, causing extra delay. And with this report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Progressive makes bundling easy and affordable. Get a multi-policy discount by combining your motorcycle, RV, boat, ATV, and more. All your protection in one place. Bundle and save at Progressive.com. That's Progressive.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Brought to you by Metal Supermarkets. Metal Supermarkets is your convenience store for metal. Visit Columbus at metalsupermarkets.com for all your metal needs.
Looking to get your roof or siding replaced this fall? Call the company that delivers an excellent customer experience every time. Newman Roofing. Don't wait. Call Newman Roofing today at 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
Realtors usually charge you 6% to sell your house, but not my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They take 1%. It's in the name. And this is full service. No shortcuts, no for sale by owner crapola. They do it all. Call 614-451-6616.
Common Man and Timmy is sponsored by Hinderer Motorsports. Listen every weekday from 3 to 6. They're good, clean boys. The Fan.
He's a man who's in every Hall of Fame in the known universe. He's a man who travels thousands of miles to see celestial bodies. He's a man who enjoys a good tomato pie. And he's a man who regrets a few life choices every Monday at 5:30. It's Jason's Beef with Jayson Stark.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Feeling the heat? Call the experts at Logan Services now for hot deals on train systems, including 0% APR for 60 months.
He is a man who is known for feuding with all of his colleagues. He and Ken Rosenthal once got into a big brouhaha in an alley outside Wrigley Field. It's Jason's Beef with our guy Jayson Stark on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline.
Jason loves the headlock.
I don't think you needed to use the brass knucks.
You
just make up more stuff every week. It's amazing.
I know. I like how you sent me a text like, what do you want to talk about? How about the playoffs, Jason? We got 2 Ohio teams in the playoffs.
How about it? That happens
so let's
pretty much
talk
every
about
year, right?
Rocco Baldelli. Go.
Poor little Rocco.
Poor little Rocco.
Yeah. He's on the Roccos. Yep. Yeah, I heard there's 2 Ohio teams in the center of the baseball universe.
Let us start with the Guardians hosting the Twins. First of all, let's talk about the format. You got a best of 3. All the games are in one location. Do you like the format?
If you're going to play best of 3, you have to reward the team with the best record. Have to, because we've all seen this. Nothing is more random than 3 games in a baseball season, right? The Pirates swept the Dodgers this year and the Phillies. So I think that tells you that you need to do something to reward the better team. So this is the Guardians' reward for catching the Tigers. I think it's fine. You got a problem with it?
No, Jason, I actually love it, and I think when they made the switch, the 1-game wild card to me, I guess still was better than your team not being in, but a little bit strange for my liking. And I like how they're doing this 3 games in a row, so it's more like a traditional regular season series, and then it moves on to the next round. So those other teams that have already made their way through the divisional round, they're not getting too cold sitting around and waiting.
Yeah, I agree with it. And that's exactly the reasoning. I covered a lot of those wild card games, and everything about them was incredible. The drama, the must-win nature of those games. Everything was great unless your season ended in 3 hours.
Yeah.
And that happened too many times, and the pain of doing that, wow. That means this is definitely more fair. It's not real fair, but it's more fair.
Jason's beef with Jayson Stark here on the Fan. So Tigers in Cleveland, Scooble's on the mound for game 1 tomorrow afternoon. The last time we saw him, David Fry was getting hit in the face. They scored 3 runs in the 6th inning without the ball leaving the infield, the Guardians did. It was the most Guardians win ever. So I've talked to you about this team all season long. I look at their roster, and it's Steven Kwan, and it's Jose Ramirez, and it's a bunch of bums. But yet, they're here. Do you think they win this series?
I'm going to tell you that we had to make predictions for our site, and I picked the Tigers, just thinking the baseball gods are going to rise up and create more havoc. But there's no rational reason to do that. I keep thinking that Tarek Skubal will beat the Guardians, but they didn't win either of his starts against the Guardians in September. If you remember the final game of their playoff series last year, who started for the Tigers? Tarek Skubal. Who won the game? The Guardians. And so maybe I shouldn't believe that strongly in Tarek Skubal, but once you win game 1 of these best-of-3 series, the pressure is really on the other team, and I just feel like he is due to win one of these games. But I should never, ever bet against the Guardians because they're amazing. I really don't remember any team like this. Lost the closer, traded Shane Beaver, only 2 guys in the lineup who were had above average OPS for this season, had a losing record in September, negative run differential. And yet here they are in first place. I should never bet against that.
It's not just the thing that gets me. It's not just the negative run differential. The Chicago White Sox have scored more runs this season than the Guardians. Like how the hell does that compute? Mike, you can't even understand that either.
I can't wrap my mind around that.
It's hard to believe.
The whole season is a miracle. I mean, literally, I think this is the most miraculous season in baseball history. 15.5 out in July, 12.5 out in the last week of August, 11 out in September, and won the division, broke the record for biggest comeback held by the Miracle Braves. And if their nickname was Miracle, what kind of season did this team have?
Jason's beef with Jayson Stark here on the Fan. So the Reds are out in L.A. for the Dodgers. They get started 9 o'clock tomorrow night. Hunter Green is on that mound. The Dodgers are heavily favored in this series. Do you think we go chalk and the Dodgers walk away victorious? Or do the Reds, who sort of snuck in here because the Mets let them, do the Reds surprise some people?
If you're asking me what I picked, to be honest with you, I picked the lower seed in every series except this one. Could Green, Abbott, and Lodolo, if he's healthy, shut down the Dodgers for as long as they're out there? Yeah, of course. But whether the bullpen can get enough outs, I don't know. Whether that lineup can score enough runs, I don't know. But the manager's the best. Terry Francona is the best. I know that. He will have them believing. So what is that worth?
Well, we're about to find out. I mean, this is what everybody's wondering about. Is Terry going to show his brilliance? Because this is when you rely on a guy like that. You didn't really know it was looking bleak if the Reds could get in, but now that you're there, you said the randomness in just a 3-game series. That's when a good manager can rise to the top.
Yeah, I think the thing he's most likely to do is have them believing that they're going to shock the world, and with lots of fun reasons that can happen. I'm sure he'll have something up his sleeve. He always does. I don't know what that would be, but it'll be something we'll be talking about. I'm really looking forward to this series. I hope it's fun. I wish the Reds had not shown that they're allergic to the state of California. I mean, it's been a long time since they've even won a game in Dodger Stadium, right? Hey, do you know who's won the last postseason clincher for the Reds?
You're going to tell me.
You know, you don't even want to guess. It was 30 years ago, so you have to reach pretty deep. David Wells is the answer.
David Wells.
Oh,
all right.
Wow.
Yeah, but who did he beat? He beat the Dodgers. Think that's an omen?
Yes, it's got to be.
No.
He will not be participating in this series.
Not when you're playing a team that has Shohei Ohtani on it.
We were talking about the Mets earlier, and their owner Steve Cohen released a statement essentially saying, "I'm sorry, we're crap, and we deserve your hate right now. We're going to try and make things all better." And we sort of discussed this a couple weeks back. This is one of the biggest collapses of all time, right?
Yeah, it's different than the most celebrated collapses. It's different than the 64 Phillies. It's even different than the 2007 Mets because it took so long. But it's the most money ever spent to miss the playoffs. So there's that. And then 17 games under 500 over the last 3.5 months. I mean, just try to digest that. Worse record than the Pirates after June 12th. Fewer wins than the Angels. Fewer wins than the Orioles. Basically the same record as the White Sox. If you're in that company, if you're that bad for that long, you don't deserve to get in. The Reds deserved it more than they did.
By the way, what does it say about my baseball team? Because I watched yesterday because I always watch the final day of the season. There's some feelings that go into that, and you're not going to see them again until March. But what does it say about my Chicago White Sox that they lost 102 games, and I'm thrilled? I'll tell you what, they really improved.
You can at least look at them now, and you can see a path. I don't think that's been possible for a long time. Is that what you saw?
I see a path to Nashville when Jerry Reinsdorf doesn't get what he wants. No, I don't see that anymore. Didn't he agree? Who's the guy that agreed to buy him? Is it Ishbia?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
the Michigan State dude?
The Michigan State guy. That's right.
He's buying in, but he's not buying them. He's not buying Jerry out, right? He's just buying in.
I think it's like 5 years he gets to buy out Jerry. If he's not dead by then.
You can wait 5 years. That shouldn't be a problem for you.
Oh, it's never a problem.
Hey, I'll say this. I mean, if you looked at their team versus the Nationals over the weekend, who would you buy stock in?
Oh, I know. I'm with you, and that's what scares me. You know what the Nationals' run differential was by chance?
God, it was like 212.
I'm just saying, like the White Sox had the worst record in the American League. They 60 up, 102 down. They had a run differential of minus 95. The Nationals only had 96 losses. They're at minus 212. My God.
Take a look at the Rockies' run differential after that one.
424.
424. Oh, my God.
I wrote a story that you can find it at The Athletic on the minus 400 club. It's quite a group. We skipped the entire 20th century, but the 19th century had some candidates.
We're going to talk to you next week, and hopefully when we do, we're talking about the Guardians moving on, the Reds going on, and we have some baseball still in the state of Ohio. Thank you, my friend.
Sounds good, guys. Thanks.
Jason Speed with Jayson Stark on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems Fan Guest Hotline. Back page coming up. Common Man and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're looking at some holdup due to an accident that's on Cleveland Avenue at Oakland Park Avenue. We also have some slowdown due to an accident that's blocking the left lane on westbound Morse Road at Stelzer Road. This report is sponsored by Ohio Laborers and Ohio Lesson. Ohio Laborers would like to congratulate Member of the Week, Jevin Teal. Laborers Local Number 574 Marion. Jevin is a 9-year hardworking journeyman. Build Ohio right, build it Union. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
The number one problem we see at our clinic is delaying treatment. ED and low T can get worse.
Book your appointment right now. Call 614-300-7400. Prefer privacy? Book online in under 30 seconds at columbusmensclinic.com.
At our clinics, men's sexual health is the whole job. Look, I'm a normal guy too. I hate going to the doctor, but we've helped so many guys in here just like you. Even if pills have failed, our medical team is going to take the time to talk you through it. Same day in-house lab, and the treatments, well, they could change your life.
Your local medical team has your back. ED, low T, Peyronie's, size, and shape modeling. We tailor what works for you.
I'll get to the point. Can you imagine epic workouts and epic sex? Yeah, I said it.
A stronger you is closer than you think. We're available right now. Call 614-300-7400 or book in 30 seconds or less at columbusmensclinic.com. Columbus Men's Clinic, making it happen.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this.
Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets, win or lose. So you could turn that $200 into something bigger when you bet on money line, spread, totals, player props.
$200 in bonus bets when new customers bet $5. I know where I'm going to bet from now on. Download the app today and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. T&Cs apply. In-app only.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with lower prices on over 1,000 items. Hand it to Kroger shoppers. You never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
You can save big on 12 packs of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or 7-Up. Select varieties or buy 2, get 2 free with your card. Limit 8. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Morning Juice. Real football talk. Just two guys who aren't afraid to say what needs to be said. And that's how she wrote.
Sponsored by Riverside Bank of Dublin.
Now streaming mornings on YouTube and 10 TV Plus. Attack and dominate.
For years, you've been hearing us talk about the Newman Roofing difference, delivering nothing short of an excellent customer experience each and every single time, from the first phone call to the end of your project. But don't take our word for it. Take a listen to our friend John and his Newman Roofing experience.
Well, the first thing that drew me to Newman Roofing is the extraordinary Google score of 5.0. That was the first indication to me that this was going to be a good experience. Overall, the experience with Newman Roofing was wonderful. When I came home, the job was completely finished. The crew had cleaned up and left. I wouldn't have known that they were there.
What star rating would you give Newman Roofing on Google?
I would, without hesitation, award Newman Roofing a 5-star rating on Google.
Any advice for those looking for a new roof, John?
Once you have contact contact with Newman Roofing, and you'll understand why everybody's giving them a 5-point rating.
Do what John did and schedule your free roof or siding consultation with Newman Roofing. Call 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online today at newmanroofing.com. Don't just get a new roof, get a Newman roof.
Your game day headquarters is here at ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus, the only place to watch and win. Catch every play on more than 30 TVs and over 50 feet of video wall. Score tickets, signed professional and college sports memorabilia, and pen cash prizes. Join the watch parties for every home team game with a tailgate buffet and bucket specials. Plus, get official game day swag with every table reservation. Game day lives here, only at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Ah, college. A time to broaden the mind, question, learn. A time to challenge the status quo. And eat a ridiculous amount of pizza, which you can buy with your Huntington Bank debit card with the Ohio State University logo. Huntington Bank is proud to be the official consumer bank of The Ohio State University and the unofficial bank of pizza. Let's go Bucks! Let's get more for money. Switch to Huntington Bank. Welcome.
1, 2, 3. Football season is weird because we actually look forward to Mondays. It's Reaction Monday.
Sponsored by the Roofing Guys.
The Fan.
Buckeye Roundtable coming up at the top of the hour. Skip Mossick, Paul Keels, Jim Lachey, other people, Ryan Day will be there. Of course, they're going to talk about the big win at Washington. Look forward a little bit to Minnesota coming up this week.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about the just overall stretch coming up? You're getting into this middle part of the schedule here. You've had the bye week. You passed a big test here, beating Washington on the road, and now you get a very beatable Minnesota team. But they can play hard for PJ Fleck. They
can play hard all you want.
They could be more of a nuisance than you're expecting, and I do think this is an important game to see if they're going to open it up a little bit more and see if this offense can show what it can do. And then you got to go on the road to Illinois for a big noon kickoff.
This is the type of stuff that I like, though. I mean, you had a nice road victory this past week where the offense left a little bit to be desired, but they obviously did enough to win the game. I think you come home against Minnesota and you put up a buttload of points, all right? Then you go to Illinois for the big nooner. They're going to be ready to go. But I think the Buckeyes defense is just too much for that Illini team right now, unless I see otherwise against Minnesota. But I'm not planning on it. I feel confident in the Buckeyes with that game. And then you go to Wisconsin. Which,
I'm not worried about that in the slightest.
It could be a very interesting situation because normally when you go there, we've seen this before. We've seen the Buckeyes go there. A lot of times it's been a night game. The crowd gets into it. Right? And you can play right out of a football game. That crowd can take you out of it. But if the Buckeyes start fast in that game against Wisconsin, then all of a sudden you got the crowd turning on their head coach, Luke Fickell. You start to hear those chants again.
Yeah.
That's normally a situation where I look at it, regardless of the record, regardless of the ranking, I say, man, I don't want to go to Madison. This year does not scare me in the slightest.
Not me either. And they were off this past week, right?
Correct.
So they didn't do any more damage. So they're sitting flat at 2-2. And they got to go on the road to Michigan coming up here on, is that this coming week? Yeah, because they've got the noon kickoff. They have the big noon kickoff this week. Wisconsin at 20th ranked Michigan. You've also got Illinois on the road at Purdue. So another key game for Illinois. You talk about not being able to afford a slip up after you get the emotional win over USC. You have to take care of business there against the 2-2 Purdue team.
When you're a program like Illinois, you've got losses baked in, right? Now you didn't count on a 50-point loss to Indiana, but you're playing Ohio State. In theory, that's a baked in loss.
Yeah.
Right? Are they playing Penn State? They doing that?
No, I don't have their schedule in front of me here. Let me see. Illinois, because I was looking at Penn State, they have to go on the road. No, they miss them. The Illinois just gets Ohio State. They have a really favorable schedule. They have Ohio State at home, and then they'd make their road trip to Washington.
They have to go to Washington.
They have to make the road trip to Washington.
Game.
That will be. That should be a good football game. Penn State's going to UCLA this week to rebound. That could be just what the doctor ordered for them. I don't care about the Western trip. UCLA fired their coach. They are really, really bad. They have to dominate that game. They're 25.5-point favorites. You got Maryland hosting Washington. So a tough road trip for the Huskies after they lose that game.
And Illinois really does have a favorable schedule.
Oh, they do.
I mean, they play the Buckeyes. That's tough, obviously. You go to Washington, that's tough. But then it's home against Rutgers, home against Maryland, at Wisconsin, and then home against Northwestern. Or is that home against Northwestern, or is that neutral site?
Well, it could be a neutral site game because we know they're still playing at the makeshift stadium.
That's in Champaign. So that's a home game. It's a true home game.
Ah, got it. Yeah, that's an easy win.
So really, if the Illini clear this hurdle in a couple weeks against Ohio State, which we hope they don't, they're still sitting pretty for a playoff spot, despite losing by 50. All right, back page.
The back page.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Little stat quiz. Just throw them at me. I'm looking at the leading passer, rusher, and receiver for the Buckeyes. Obviously, the leading passer is Julian Sayin. Put a number on him. Where do you think he is passing yardage through 4 contests right now? 4-0.
800 yards?
987 yards.
Okay.
Shorted him a bit. 10 touchdown passes, 3 interceptions. I'd like to see those passing yardage numbers a little bit higher with the opponents that they faced. Granted, they had Ohio for one of those and Grambling. And he did. He was over 300 yards for one of those. Jeremiah Smith, what are his numbers? Where do you got him through 4 games? Receiving yards.
20 catches, and I'll give him 310 yards.
396 yards receiving, 4 touchdown catches, 28 catches.
Okay.
28 receptions.
I'm underselling all these guys. I apologize to you.
I think Jeremiah got in the end zone on the ground, too. Did you see this? We're just talking about Indiana. So their quarterback, Mendoza, he had a little quip in the post game after they beat Iowa 20-15, and it was about his wild clock-killing scramble at the end when they were up 20-13. And so he said that he was following Cignetti's orders, as you do. He said, Coach said, hey, take a safety run out of the end zone. When I got to the 2, I saw the zeros on the clock, but I kept going. And he said, I know I really cooked people's spreads. My apologies out to them. And so people were reading this on social media, and we had the issue with Oklahoma quarterback who was a Heisman favorite for a minute there, John Mateer, and how his Venmo stuff got caught about the gambling. People are saying, Fernando, knowing about the point spreads and what he did. Now, obviously,
I don't think it would have made a difference. I think the spread was 7.5, wasn't it?
It wouldn't have made a difference, but it was just the fact that he was discussing it. Perked people's ears up. Doesn't do much for me. I actually heard T-Bone and Tyvis this morning talking about this, and they were wondering what the rules are for gambling for college quarterback or for college football players. Are they allowed to gamble on something like college basketball?
I don't
know the
believe
answer
so.
to that
No.
either, but I would say don't do it.
No, I don't think so.
Stray from it. We ass, dude.
Buckeye Roundtable, they're not ass. They're coming up next. We'll see you tomorrow. Colin, Man, and Timmy on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Traffic is moving a bit slow due to an accident that's on East Livingston Avenue at Rand Avenue, and you're going to hit a couple minutes slowdown due to construction on northbound 270 on the South Outer Belt near Alum Creek Drive. This report is sponsored by the Harlem Globetrotters. This isn't just a game. It's a once-in-a-generation event, the Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Come be part of a legacy that never stops. Be there when history is made. The Harlem Globetrotters 100-year tour. Get your tickets today at harlemglobetrotters.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.